My daughter has half a heart. Recently, she's had a stress test, a 24-hour ECG tape, an ambulance, a blood clot, and so much more. Today is her emergency cardiac appointment.
One of my absolute most favourite things in the world. I have a strange addiction. Look! We got a lot of information that we weren't prepared for, an outcome that we were hoping not to get. They don't really know what to do with her, and they want to do it within the next 3 months. An increased risk of heart attacks and strokes. We need to figure out which is the less risky option, because there is going to be no option that is side effect free. Could literally end her life. Come on in.
Oh, it's weird. The floor's all done.
But where they put the sockets back in, they've basically ruined the brand new tile. Look. They've just smashed holes in it.
Also, that gap's annoying.
Yes, well, it won't annoy you for much longer.
Why?
There's a reason that I've pushed it over to have that gap. But I was going to do it today, but I can't because I need to finish this. But yeah, if you look, they've literally smashed off the brand new tile to get them back in. Oh, they don't even look like they're in right. I don't understand why they didn't push, like, I think they're sat too much on the tile because they don't even look straight. They look like they're sort of tilted. But yeah, so someone's got to come back and fill that in. But yes, the oven is back in, and yes, there is a gap. But there is a reason there is a gap. I will be showing you why there is a reason for the gap, hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, obviously at the moment, yeah. But it's basically almost done. All that we need to do now is wait for them to silicone in the last bits, and then we move into it. The paint's done and everything else.
Yay!
What do you think?
What's this for?
What's that for? That's the lead to the outside shed. Also, they've left a giant hole there, so I don't know what they're going to do about that.
What is that?
That is an extractor fan, which I've had to turn off because listen to it. I was not even going to do it now. It's not working now. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. That is so loud.
Shut that.
Imagine whilst I'm in here trying to cook though, and all you can hear is I don't even know why we needed it. We never had one before. But yes, it's very loud and I don't like it.
Turn it off.
It's annoying, isn't it?
It's only on that setting though.
But yeah, I'll turn that off. The new kitchen.
Welcome home. Yeah, I missed you today. It was weird you not being here. No. Careful, I don't sound your tootsies. No, don't your tootsies. Not the tootsies, darling. You're not the tootsies. So, do you like the new kitchen? Yeah. Are you excited to start cooking and baking in the new kitchen? Once it's all set up, obviously.
I wonder what it's going to look like once we've got the fridge in, though.
It's going to look weird.
Right, you go get in pyjamas and I'll make you a nice pizza with the oven in the kitchen.
That should annoy me.
It won't annoy you for much longer.
I like them.
Right, I need to move this way. paint under there apparently. It's a bit annoying. Could have got in there with a paintbrush. But yeah, I feel like this is quite lazy, like, it doesn't look very good. And it's like, they've just swishy swashed it. And look, it's all cracked already. And they painted this and the door with normal paint. The door doesn't look too bad, to be fair. Kitchen. Johnny just told me that there was a leak and this has completely come out the ceiling now. It's quite bad now. So the floor is completely wet. I don't know if you can see that, but the floor is completely wet. Like, oh my god. Oh my god, that's actually really bad. Everybody, so the guy who comes round to make sure that everything's okay has been, and he is not too happy. So unfortunately we have got paint flaking and cracking in lots of places, which I'll show you in just a second. Also, he hadn't put on, the kitchen people hadn't put on the soft closes, so he did that himself, and he wasn't very happy with the dirt that was left behind because they haven't actually cleaned up after themselves. I'm not too fast. No, it's a quick hoover and a little wipe down and it's done. Honestly though, even just being in this room talking to you right now is bringing me so much joy. It looks so much better and so much more me. Like the flooring I am in love with. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. And it's just so much lighter in here. And if I shush for a second, oh, they've stopped now. You could hear birds for a second then. I love living in the countryside. Literally, I've been editing in my room today because unfortunately we have had a leak in our bathroom, which I'll show you in a second as well, coming from upstairs. So that's also needing to be sorted out. So I couldn't get the vlog up yesterday, so I do apologise. But I do always keep you updated on the community tab. So if you're ever worried with why there's no vlog, there'll always be a little message from me explaining the situation. But anyway, I've been sat in my bedroom listening to the birdies, enjoying blue skies and sunshine for the first time in so long, whilst I finish editing. But yes, it's so close to being done now and I can't wait to start moving everything in. Unfortunately, it does look like they're going to have to come on Thursday because on Wednesday we are going to the hospital to see Dawn-Louise's cardiologist and to have her cardiac MRI. The washing machine's on, I apologise, it's going to get loud. Right, I'll show you the paint cracking. That's a bit loud. We'll just show you the paint. Well, I'm not too happy the painter came back round, but he didn't bother to tell me that he'd gone and I needed to cook dinner for Dawn-Louise, so I really needed to know that. But it is looking a lot nicer in here now, I must say. It's looking a lot nicer. I think he's gone with a gloss paint this time, so it looks really shiny. But it's weird because you can see all the texture on it, whereas normally you don't see that. So yeah, I'll show you anyway, and you see how it looks. So they came round and did a final check. They're not happy because the paint is still cracking. So they are going to be coming back on Thursday, sanding it again, painting again. It's just a shame because everything else is done now. So it's just the paint and then we can start moving stuff in, which I am eager to do. Ideally before the end of this week, because this weekend I've got things that I need to do. And I would quite like to do them without everything still being in the lounge because it's going to get in the way otherwise. But Dawn-Louise has an exciting update, I'm sure. Your pizza's ready, by the way. We're eating an entire pizza each because we were going to have chicken Caesar salad, but the workmen left too late. Also, for some reason, all day I've had this really terrible pain in my left leg. It's kind of in my knee and my calf. It started off just being in my knee. But now it's like all the way down to my calf and I am honestly quite worried about walking. Dawn-Louise?
I got a new bag from one of you now. But yeah, look. So it folds in. It folds in itself. So this pouch, you open it up and then all of this goes in there. And it's a mini little bag then. But yeah, so you've got this, which, remember Mummy, not a pocket. Because once we had a similar bag like this, and Mummy thought it was a pocket, put it in, it was like, there's a hole in the bag. Oh wait, it's not even the right one.
No, it's what goes over your luggage handle, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, what are you using it for?
Dance.
Did the separate shoes section help?
Hold on, I haven't got it yet.
Sorry.
So you open this pouch, looks like it's going to be small, right? Right. Let me show you how massive the pocket actually is.
Can you see the pocket from the inside?
Oh yeah.
Or just the side?
You can see which one's the pocket. Right, ready? This is the pocket.
Oh wow. Why have you got so many hairbands on your wrist?
I don't know. Right, this is all my shoes, so it's got my tap ones and my ballet ones. Then I've got my skirt.
You've got pockets that you can put the skirts in. You got like side. Is there a side pocket?
What do you mean?
Well, this you
There's
can
these ones.
this you can actually use as a pocket as well. So you could could put your accessories in that part, couldn't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, you're excited to use it for dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dawn's got her leotard on because what are you doing today?
I'm doing my private lesson because I missed a few lessons from being in hospital. So hopefully I know some of the dances so I can do the show.
Yeah, because your show is very, very soon, isn't it?
Yeah, because I've only really got like...
I think it's like 2 more weeks. It's on the 14th of March.
Because it's before my birthday.
It is. It's on Uncle Carl's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, pizza.
Yes. Oh, pizza. Oh no, I burnt my pizza. Oh.
I'll have the crispy one.
No. You take the good pizza, I'll have the bad one. But what a silly goose. But yeah, are you excited for dance?
Yeah.
Yeah? Right, go and
Smells
pop your hair.
like wet paint in here.
Go and pop your hair in a ponytail for now. And then we'll head off to dance shortly. Shortly. It'll be dark by the time we head off, which is such a shame 'cause it's such a beautiful day for walking.
Would it be?
I think so. Because we'll be leaving here around 6. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah. I like the necklace.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I won it in a raffle.
You did actually, I forgot about that. I can't wait to go back to line dance. Definitely won't be tonight though, because I'm in agony with this leg right now. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's been, literally has been all day long. I've really struggled to move around and like walk on it. So I'm a bit worried about walking, but hopefully having my big squishy trainers on will give me the support I need. But yes, dance and modelling session, go. Oh, yeah. Oh, there she is with the bag and the leotard. Right, go on then, take your pizza and
Wait.
then it'll be time for, oh please don't drop that, that's always got Dawny.
Mamma mia, pizza mia!
Mamma mia, we'll kill you if you drop it. I love you. I burnt my pizza though. Blinkelbongerdijk. It's Blinkelbongerdijk. That place in the Netherlands that Spider-Man goes. Go and get your hat on and your scarfy scarf.
What is that?
It's right here. That's why I keep saying come here for it. You just never listen to Mother. Hat.
Hey guys, I hit
No,
my face.
put the hats on first.
Oh, I'm born.
Don't mess up your hair, whatever you do. Oh, it's warm. Yes, exactly. That's why I did it. So, we are on our way to dance club.
I'm going to make a big entrance.
Okay, fine.
Ready?
Yes, Dawn-Louise, I am ready.
I can show my face and I can use my arm. No longer need the hand puppet.
Can you
And
show
don't-
me you putting gloves on your hand? Because we're going outside in the cold.
I would, but I think I left them in the back.
I don't even know where mine are because you keep stealing them. Anyway, as I was saying, we are about to leave for dance. It's Dawny's first ever private dance class with her new teacher since moving up here. We are a bit nervous because if she can't remember the dances, she is not going to get to do them in the show. And we've already spent over £100 on tickets for the show and more money on costume hire. So we're kind of hoping she gets in because we're kind of looking forward to it. It's been on the calendar for like a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a... Okay, well, the coat feels weird. I need to get a new coat, to be honest.
Does it feel like a coat?
I need to get a new coat. This one's absolutely knackered. But with Dawny's birthday coming up, I'm like, it's going to have to wait.
Also, I've not cut my hair really short. It's just I've got a bun in.
Oh, I've got to put the magnet up from the museum. I always get a magnet.
I
Right,
know, I helped pick
I have my breathing device.
Right.
Dawn-Louise
Why
forgot
is
the
this
scarf
not
again.
Right, this is not cooperating with me. Is it inside out? I believe it was inside out, yes. Oh. That's why I couldn't get on it on earlier. Oh. Right, why can I... There. I have use of my arm now. Blood clot has disappeared, I think.
No, the hospital confirmed it. So it's
yes.
still there. We're killing the hospital.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm going back up because of an MRI. So that's fine.
You're not going back up because it's a different hospital.
Well, I'm going.
You're getting back up.
Well, I'm going to the hospital for an MRI.
Do you know what I'm
Where's
going
it
to
going to go?
Right. To dance class we go. Bum 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 bum.
Wait, this is annoying.
Oh look, those gloves have a J on them. I wonder why I can't find my gloves anywhere.
You gave them to me yesterday.
Yeah, because you stole my grey ones and lost those too. Woman. Right, ready? And going to... No, you have to go the same way. Going to dance class. Going to dance class. Where are we going? Over there. I don't know why, and we just don't care. I don't go to dance class. Gonna go to dance class. Right, seriously going now. Bye. Happy Wednesday! And today is Cardiology and Cardiac MRI Day. We've been waiting a long time for this. Let's get to Birmingham. Let's go. So we have just stopped at a services and Bobbie has got us a little roll each. I have got a sausage and Bobbie has got a bacon. Dawn-Louise had a big bowl of porridge, so wasn't that hungry, so she's got crisps. These are wrapped really cutely. Well, they're quite big. Okay, this is my one. We've got to add our own sauce though. Where is the sauce?
In the common bag.
Sausage. Sausage. I'm funny. It's just not a mixed burger though, is it? We miss mix. If you don't know already, if you're new here, we used to live in Portsmouth. We now live in the Midlands. But one place that we used to love going was this little burger van called Mixed Burgers. It was on the top of the hill, so the hill overlooks the whole of Portsmouth, so you can see the entire city. And it was like a beautiful view. But the mixed burgers were literally like the size of our face. We've got a few vlogs where we get them and you can see. You can get these massive bags of cheesy chips for £3.50, and these burgers and sausage buns and stuff that were literally the size of your face. They were huge, and I think they were like a £5. They were pretty good pricing, weren't they?
Yeah, you can just get like a large or extra large, can't you?
Yeah. Would you like me to set yours up? You could have used your condiment dip, but you haven't got it with you. I'm scared of getting it all over me. I do not want to get covered in sauce right before the hospital. Yesterday, Dawnnie was eating her porridge and got it all down her school blaze. I was like, good thing we bought you a second one then, isn't it? Dawnnie is in the back currently, going over lines for GCSE drama because she is doing her GCSE drama mock very soon. So Miss Dawn-Louise is practicing whilst we're in the car. Ooh, oh. Well, I'm glad I didn't go for the bacon. It's not crispy enough for my liking.
What?
As someone who has struggled with anemia her entire life, that was uncalled for, sir.
Sorry, it's a bit pale, isn't it?
Well, that doesn't make it any better. Now you're saying that I'm pale because I'm anemic. That is rude. Rude, sir. We don't talk about meat like that. It's a bit uncooked. Would have been just fine, Bobbie Moore. Where the hell is the pig?
A woman was trying to make conversation.
With you?
Yeah.
Cheat!
I know. She's like, you got far to go? I was like, I'm Birmingham. Oh, about 40 minutes away. I was like, yeah. She goes,
40 minutes? I don't think so, but okay.
She goes, oh, you going to be in EC? I was like, no, hospital. It's like, long way to go to hospital. It's like, yeah, my daughter's got a heart condition, so don't book it on. Oh.
Or you could have just said, it's a specialist hospital.
It's like, oh, she goes, is it, she said operator? I was like, pardon? It's like, can they have operation? I was like, unless a terminal illness. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I went quiet. It's like, how old is she? Like, 15, she started since she's a baby. She's like, oh, here's your sandwich.
Oh, it was the lady that making the food?
Yeah, the server.
Oh, I thought you meant like just some random person came up to you like, let's have a chat this morning.
Person then, she didn't really know what to say.
Oh,
like,
bless her. I will say, I think that's the hardest part, is that we say terminal illness, the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, oh, I'm sorry, and it's like, well, she's been living with it for 16 years, so, you know. I think people don't understand what terminal illnesses actually are, because when you watch like shows and stuff, they dramatise terminal illness. Like, it's always normally a patient with cancer who's getting told she's got weak to live, and they're like, it's terminal. It's like, terminal just means that there's no cure, and it's expected to be the reason that you pass away. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen really soon. It just means that that's what's going to do it, you know? But Dawnie, madam over here, she's going to be the oddsest one. She is too amazing. Every time someone says she can't do something, just like dance, people are like, oh no, I don't know about Dawn-Louise. Dawn-Louise is like, let me show you what you should know, madam. Don't you go judging my future just yet. Right. Light test time. Would you like to have a nibble? No, come here. I'm holding on to it for dear life because I don't want to lose my entire sandwich. Good, isn't it? It's a dusty bun. I forgot to turn the camera off. This is just 5 minutes of me eating a sandwich now. So it is now 9 a.m. Her appointment starts at 9:40. We've just pulled up in the car park and then we're just going to walk to the hospital. What's really sad is that on the way up here we had these beautiful clear blue skies, and then we got to Birmingham and it's grey. You sad? No. But anyway, let's go. You right, Dawnie?
Yeah,
How you feeling about it?
good. I've been brownie.
Yeah. Always good to bring her with the hospital appointments, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, let's get Emily. So we have arrived at the hospital and we're just waiting for the lift to close. There you go. We're heading up to cardiology. We're quite tired now, so we're going to do cardiology first, which will probably include your ECG and your echo, and then on to MRI. Don't really know where we're going for that, so we'll have to find that out. But yeah, how are you feeling today, Dawn-Louise?
Good.
Bit out of breath now.
Yeah. So I had my height and weight checked and my SATs, because I did my SATs while I was doing that one, and they were like 75, so
Still a little low, eh?
yeah.
You look better today though, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because you were darker the other day, weren't you?
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. And it sounds like you're not going to get your ECG and echo today. It sounds like we're going straight to Dr. Seal.
Yeah.
Well, she might do the echo, but you know what I mean.
Possibly. But yeah, we're going to go to my cardiologist.
But who else is here?
A dentist. So, because like if you don't have a dentist appointment for like 6 months, then you can go see them, which I think is good.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you get seen regularly, but we might as well take up the other chance, eh?
Yeah.
You were literally only seen a couple of weeks ago or something though, weren't you?
Yeah.
I think it was last month that you were seen, wasn't it?
I think so.
I'll have a look. But yeah. You excited to see the dentist as well? Just really pack it all in there.
Yeah.
You look beautiful today, by the way. She's a pink marshmallow today.
Yeah.
We never showed you on
Brownie.
my life yet. Smuggling in teddies.
No. Brownie is tired from the walk.
That's behind you. There he is. Well, that looks nice, Bob. Oh, chips. They're not chips, they're parsnips.
Ooh. I have a mini car.
It is currently 6:02 p.m. and we have rushed round to dance to catch the last literally few minutes just to show that she is a dedicated student. No, her teacher knows that we obviously were in Birmingham and everything, and knew that it was probably unlikely that we were going to make much of the lesson, but she said even just turning up for a few minutes would be beneficial, so that's what we're doing. The Dawn-Louise is ready. She's got the leotard on the works.
Yeah.
Wood.
I've got my trainers on, so...
Yeah, but you can just kick them off quick, can't you?
Yeah. Right, hello guys, I'm doing vlogs again. Well, I say vlogs, I'm just adding it. But I did my dance, managed to do at least 2 whole run-throughs of the lyrical, and then I did 2 off the tap, because there's going to be more of us on stage, like the seniors for the last one. So I did have to learn like some bits, but mainly just learning the debate, and that was it really. And just knowing which way to slide. But I'm currently on my way to guides. We've got board game night today, so that's fun. But yeah, so I went to dance, managed to do quite a few run-throughs, which was good. I now know where I am for the finale bit, because I wasn't sure on that. But apart from that, all good, all goody goods. But yeah. I'm excited for game night, because I'm wondering what exactly we're doing. There's like board games, so I wonder what board games there are. And I hope they're not too boring. But yeah, so I'll see you guys later. But giving you an update, I can use this arm again. But yeah.
Oh, say about Mrs. reaction, because Daddy loved that. Say about like what happened once you got there.
Oh yeah. So when I got there, because I wasn't sure if I was actually going to be able to do any of the dances because of traffic, because we came straight from the hospital, and I went in slowly, and the miss was like, oh, hello, and gave me like a quick wave, and then I went back, and then I managed to slot in out of the back, and then I quickly catched up, I knew with the dance, so that was good. But because I had a practice yesterday, I got to familiar myself with like the placements. There was just one bit where I wasn't really sure. And my friend who actually goes to dance and guides was actually really nice, because when we were doing the tap, she said because I stay on her side, and then I can slot in like in front of her, so then I've got someone so I'm like in the middle, because otherwise if I went on the end I'd be on my own, so that was not ideal, because then I probably wouldn't know what I was doing. But I managed to like see what was going on, but I prefer being in the middle for some reason. I think it's because like the spotlight is on me. But yeah, so we're currently stuck in traffic on the way to guides. But yeah, we're doing guides, and that's good. That's good, and but getting slightly back to normal. Although soon it'll be like April half term, so there's that. But I'm gonna go now, because I've been rambling on for 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So I will see you guys later. If not, I'll pop in whenever I do. Bye.
Because I was following them up the stairs, everybody ran in before me. As I got to the bottom stairs, all I heard was, oh my god, she made it! And yeah, that was Donnie's teacher. Really happy that Donnie made it for the last 20 minutes of the dance.
Donnie?
Yeah?
I think you have someone to thank.
Thank you, Dad, for having a vehicle that would travel 1 hour and something to my dance class, and thank you for also just basically staring into space when the TV of Kung Fu Panda went out, because I was doing the MRI.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, it's different. The oven is in and the walls are glossy. I think that's the only thing that I don't like, is that they've used a gloss this time. The first time they did it, they used a matte and it flaked off, which I definitely think it stopped the cracking, but I really don't like the glass.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It's ugly. Like, because the problem is, as soon as the light hits it, it shows up all the imperfections, and where they've not done a very smooth one, it does show everything. So yeah, I'm not a fan.
No.
But also, I don't understand why it was cracking.
It's still cracking around it.
Is it?
Yeah, like along there.
Oh
And down here.
Yeah, they are. They are coming back out. You can't see it under the flash very well. Yeah, this is where we had problems with before. It's nowhere near as bad as it was though. The other place that we had a lot of it, yeah, it's cracked over here again. Hi, has it? A little bit, not as bad. But what annoys me is that this is clearly a big brush going like this.
Yeah.
These got paint all over this. But yeah, I'm a little bit upset because like I said I'd paint it myself and they're like, oh no, it has to be done to a high standard. But it's like, it doesn't even look like he's used a roller for most of it, if any of it. And it's really like textured and stuff, whereas it wasn't before. And obviously the cracking, but also I really don't like the gloss. I really, really don't like the gloss. Like, it honestly looked nice in here before it started cracking. And I walked in and I liked it, but like, yeah, here, like you can see, he's just let it drip everywhere and just left it like that. So now there's like massive drips everywhere. Also, they recorked the black stuff, but it doesn't look very good, as you can see. But yeah, I really don't like the gloss. Like, I just don't think this is a room that should have gloss in it, you know?
Yeah, but I would come back because you haven't done anything down here.
What? No. What should he have?
Well, that's a black hole like it was over there.
That one's still got one on the left side.
Yeah.
I don't think he was. He's not coming back. Only the painter's coming back.
Oh, but isn't the person who's signing it off coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll pick up on it.
Okay.
If he picked up on it first.
I really don't like this though. I think this is a new plug because I don't think we ever had that there. But I really, oh yeah, because that's for the extractor fan. So this plug is new. But like, I hate like the giant bit of silicone.
Round the extractor, you can still see the hole.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I was liking in here. I really don't like the idea of gloss paint. It looks awful.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, yeah.
You put the soft clothes in there.
Yeah. The guy who signs off actually did that for me.
Alright.
But they don't work very well.
Mm.
I think it was the bottom one didn't do it at all.
It's still dirty, you know.
Yeah, they never cleaned it up. It's filthy.
But I thought that was the whole point, then coming back was to clean it as well.
Well, apparently they didn't feel like doing that.
You can just leave it when I'm sure.
Like, look at the drawers. Please don't break the drawers.
Yeah. See, when we do, we clean it all out when customers will go, oh, we're going to clean everything. We're like, fine.
But yeah, I really don't like the high gloss.
Yeah. Your brains, I thought they put a different light in.
Yeah, they never did that either.
You should mention that to the inspector when you come round.
Yeah.
So they did ask me if I want to keep that. I said no.
Yeah. But
Pain.
yeah.
Come on.
But yeah, like, one, it really annoys me, like, the shoddy brushmanship of the paint. The second thing that really annoys me is the fact that they used wall paint on the door frame and the door, because that's not where it belongs. They've also painted over the lock. But what I really don't like is the high gloss really emphasises the imperfections in the walls. I don't like it. But, like, I'm nervous to paint over it because of the cracking. Because I would want a matte paint in here. I don't
know
like
why they've
gloss.
done it with the glass to try and seal it so it don't crack.
Could you put normal over the top of the gloss?
Yeah, you'd have to sand it and paint it.
Oh, so no, I meant like, could I ask them to do that?
I don't know if we say no because they painted it.
But like, this really bothers me because this is just rushed, lazy work.
Shame you just don't live near.
Also, on top of that, like, the way he's done like the pipes and stuff around here, like he's missed a load of it and just kind of spludged it. Like you can just tell that he just didn't want to do the job. I feel, because every time that he's been here, he hasn't stayed for very long, and I really do feel like he's just locked it on and gone, that's good enough. But like, look how messy it is under here. Like he's not even attempted to make sure that's all covered, and underneath there he hasn't bothered to do. So when you sit underneath it, you can still see the grey. And like, but yeah, like there's paintbrush strokes and like lumps everywhere, which just looks really tacky. Like all of this on the side here, like, I mean, the walls in here weren't perfect, but they were still smooth. Like this does look worse than it was before.
But what's funny, it's like glue, so I use for painting. I was literally there for like 10 minutes. He painted a room like, well, he was there before me, but within that 10 minutes, he painted the whole room. And I had to go back to some other stuff, and it looks flawless. Like, it literally took him 10 minutes to paint the whole room. Like, that's cutting in everything. And he's got like, there's no deviations in like his paintwork and stuff. It's like crazy.
But no, I mean, I really hate it. Because gloss paint really does just sharp everything, you know? And also, like, it looks swirly. I don't know.
It's just how it's dried.
But like, the walls really aren't. Like literally, where it's gloss, every single time that the light hits it, all you see is the lumps and stuff. I really don't like the gloss. But yeah, it really annoys me that they. Oh, I forgot what to do. It really annoys me that look, and like, yeah, it really annoys me that they've, like, they said about doing it to high quality and then use the wrong paint type for this, like, and like that's gonna be like a good amount of work to fix because I'm gonna have to sand it.
Yeah.
But like, what's even more annoying is like they've not even tried to do it nicely. Like they've done it on the door frame and they've not even taped it or anything. So it's all like you can see the difference between the two colours.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, it really annoys me that I said I would paint it, and they were like, no, it has to be done to a high quality, and it looks awful.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely can do better. Like confidently, I can do better. I have done better. Because it's not like we're working on walls that desperately needed plastering. But what's annoying is now, yeah, this probably does need plastering to get it smooth again. Which is so annoying because it didn't need that before. Also, I've just noticed that cupboard there is slightly further right than it was before because the old cupboard matched up with the wall as it goes in for the window. If that makes sense?
Yeah. You've done it so it lines through.
Also, there used to be tiling around the fridge, but there's not anymore. But yeah, I'm glad that he at least finally protected the floor because literally he got so much paint on the floor behind the door. I dread to think what's underneath the tape line. But yeah.
They're women, but that because decorator should have pulled all that up as well. They should have left it for you to be moved straight into it.
Yeah. Also, since the surprise thing is on Sunday, not Saturday, we'll leave the fridge till then.
Okay.
Because then, if they are going to do any more paint or anything, we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I just really want to get the lounge done before Sunday.
You can draw it on side.
Yeah, and then everything else.
Have they done it? They've missed. No, they've still missed.
Huh?
I saw this the other day and I thought you'd get picked up on it. I was going to do it the other day, but when you said no, come back out, I thought I'd leave it just. No, I know it's not perfect, but at least it's a brand new kitchen for you.
Yeah, I just really don't like the glass because every time that you look at a wall, it just looks awful. Whereas when I came in after they did it with the original paint, I liked it. I had no problems with it, but I really don't like the glass.
I'll speak to Lewis and see what's best.
Happy Thursday, everybody. So I am in my lovely new kitchen because the rest of the house is still an absolute mess. So I don't really have anywhere to film this where it wouldn't be extremely distracting. So I don't normally do these kind of talks stood up. So this is going to be a bit weird for me, but there's a lot to talk about with Dawn-Louise's hospital appointment yesterday, which is why we did not talk about it in the car. We were all very tired, we were in a rush, which I'll explain why in a minute, and yeah, we just weren't really in the mood for it. It was a lot more than we were expecting it to be, and we got a lot of information that we weren't prepared for, and an outcome that we were hoping not to get. So let's talk about it. So firstly, I want to talk about the kitchen, because obviously this is also the renovation series. Everything's always happening at once with us. So the paint's looking really good. I can't see any cracking. I will say in the daylight it looks lovely. At night time the gloss reflection on the light is irritating, but in the daytime it does look lovely. And honestly, I'm probably just going to say everything's fine and paint it myself, because I do feel like he's rushed the job in a lot of places and I'm not happy about that. He's painted over things that shouldn't have been painted over. There's paint splatters everywhere. I just don't think that he's got the attention to detail or care to make it look professional, to be honest. So I am just going to do that myself, because I know that I'm a perfectionist, as you may have noticed. So I know that I'll take my time with it to get everything exactly how it should be, because like around the boiler there's a lot of pipes. Fair enough, that is a hard way to go, but you can tell he's just put the brush against the wall and like twirled it around instead of actually making sure everything's covered and done correctly. And I just feel like that is extremely lazy. Like yes, it's tricky, but it's not impossible. So I think I've given up on him now, and I'll just do it myself instead, especially since he's using gloss paint now, because I don't want gloss paint. So I might have to look into how much it would be to get it plastered to smooth it out, because we had lovely smooth walls in here, and where he's been so haphazardous with the way he's painted it, there's just lumps and stuff everywhere. So yeah, I've given up on him to say the least. Someone is coming around today to do the final check on everything, so we'll find out if they agree with it, if it's all okay. I do think there should be sealant in a couple of places, so I'm going to bring that up with him, but I need my house back before March, which starts this Sunday, so I'm definitely going to be just wanting to get everything moved back in now, and I'll just fix problems myself. Obviously Bobbie's a carpenter as well, so there's a lot that he can do, which is very helpful for me. But also I think I do quite a good job painting. I've done quite a bit of painting over the years, and I think where I am a perfectionist and I take my time with it, I know what it's going to take to make it look neat and tidy how I want it to be. But I'm loving the new kitchen, and I just can't wait to get settled in now. I will say I am really confused about the drawer situation, because this is quite a deep drawer, but it's going to have to be the cutlery drawer because there's nowhere else to put the cutlery. So I don't know how I'm going to go about using these drawers, because they're not really the kind of size that would benefit me with what I was using drawers for. So I think I might have to get some sort of like organiser tubs and stuff to try and make that work for me. But yeah, if you feel like I've been moaning a lot about the kitchen, I know it annoys me too, but like I said, I am a perfectionist, so I can't help it. I like things to be as close to perfect as possible, and I work really hard to achieve that in everything I do, so it really bothers me. Also, they were meant to fit a new light and they didn't, but I am so sick of having people in the house at the moment, especially since they've been quite disrespectful. So I'm just gonna, if I want to change the light, I'm just gonna do that myself or pay someone to do that. I don't really want them coming back, to be honest. We've had 2 people let themselves in. One, I was bent over doing the laundry of all things, and he stuck his head through the window and then just let himself in, and I just said, I'm not expecting you for like another 30 minutes. And he just stayed anyway, and I was like, okay, you're making me uncomfortable in my own home, thanks. And then the painter, he never told me what time he was coming. I just knew that he was going to be here on Monday. So I was cleaning them up, and I left the gates open so that I could take the bins through, and I heard something, and I thought the door had slammed because of obviously it being open and windy. So I opened the kitchen door and screwed my head off because he's right behind it. And I go, I didn't know that you were here. You didn't knock. And he goes, well, I didn't need to knock because the door's open. I was like, you absolutely do need to knock. You're coming into my home. Like, this might be where you're working, but it's not your place of work, it's my home. I live here. I would like to feel safe in my own home, especially as a woman living on her own. Like, ugh, it's annoying. Because, like, I'm not being funny. Dawnie could have been getting dressed or something, you know? She wasn't, thankfully. She'd gone back to school at that point, but she could have been, you know? And they shouldn't just assume that because they're working here, this is then, you know, they can do whatever they want. Like, this is still my home and I deserve to feel safe in here. And I didn't, to be honest. Like, they made me feel really unsafe because they just let themselves in and everything. And, like, they closed the door in my face as I was trying to be like, no, you do have to knock. I didn't get any apology or anything. I had to come back through here to take the bins out, which is, I said, the door's open, so I'm taking the bins out. And he got annoyed at me for walking back through to take the bins out. It's like, I just told you that's what I was doing. You didn't even tell me that you were here or what time you were going to be here. And then he left without telling me that he'd left. So I'm waiting ages because I need to get Donnie's food done before going off to dance. So I needed to get it done as soon as possible. And I didn't even know that he'd left. And he left the door shut, so there was no way for me to know that he'd left. So not only did I not know that he was left, I couldn't make dinner, and all my back doors were still unlocked and anyone could walk in. It's like, dude. So yeah, I want them out. I don't feel safe with them being here. And I'm just feeling really uncomfortable. I just don't want them coming back, to be honest. So I'm just going to say everything's fine and fix the problems myself, because I mean, they've kind of showed that they don't care about the job because of the way that it has been done. You know, I'm very much an amateur. I'm not a professional painter, and even I know that there should have been clumps of paint around and everything. So I'm just going to do it myself. So yeah, that is the kitchen sorted. Now, onto the hospital. So I've got my little notebook because there was a lot to go through. So excuse me if I keep looking at this, but this is just so that I don't miss anything. But I have written in bullet points because it was originally in my phone. I mean, who uses paper anymore, right? Anyway, so how the day went, the first thing that we did was we went to cardiology, and they did her height and weight and her saturations as normal. The saturations were reading 72 to 73 and then 75%. So they settled on 75, so they wrote down 75, but they were also going below. So we know that she is still dipping out of her range, even though it's not significant enough to require oxygen or admittance. That is obviously still showing that something is going on with Dawnie because the oxygen is getting lower. Normally she sits around 80-81. So her safe range is 75 to 85. She normally sits mid-range 80-81. And she's not normally this low unless she's actively sick. And, you know, she's had all kinds of tests lately done at the hospital, and she isn't currently picking up any markers for any sort of sicknesses. So we don't know what is setting them off at the moment. Winter is always a hard time for her, but this has been very different. The cyanosis in her feet really sort of illuminated that to us, and we went to hospital on the Sunday. So after that, we went in to see her cardiologist. This is only like our third time seeing this cardiologist, because if you don't already know, we actually moved from a different specialist hospital. That's why we ended up moving house and everything, but you can go back and watch previous videos to get the whole picture on that. There's a moving series as well, and cardiology series is, so if you want to learn more, you can, without me having to repeat it and forget what I've told already. So the first thing they did was an ECG and an echo. So that is an electrocardiogram, which is the stickers on the chest that makes the wiggly lines. And then the echo stands for echocardiogram, which is a bit like an ultrasound that you'd get if you were pregnant, except for obviously it's on the chest, but the machinery is pretty similar. So she did those, and there was nothing alarming within that. There was no closing of the fenestration, there was no further opening of the fenestration. The fenestration is a surgically made hole that was put in during her last open heart surgery, as everyone on the Fontan pathway will inevitably get Fontan-associated liver disease from the high venous pressure in the lower ends of the body, which unfortunately does at its worst stage become liver cancer and will affect future transplant possibilities. So that's why her fenestration has remained open all these years, because she has survived well with the lower oxygen. She's been like that her entire life. So her body's coped with the low saturations, so it made more sense to prevent the fouled than it did to push her into a higher sat range just for pink and numbers. However, that decision is finally costing her. So previously she had a stress test and a 24-hour ECG tape fitted. The vlogs are on the channel, so again I'll leave a link in the description down below for those who need to catch up. But the stress test involves working out on a treadmill for an extended period of time with an ECG monitor attached and oxygen probes and everything, so they can see how her body is coping during exercise. It's essentially an exercise tolerance test, so it kind of goes by both names. So when we were doing the test, it was actually really hard to watch Dawn-Louise do it. You could see that she was struggling a lot. She was extremely cyanosis the second that the incline started. And she ended up calling for it to stop, and we thought that she hadn't done it for very long. It was meant to run for about, I think it was 30 minutes, and I think she managed like 10. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a couple of months now, so I would say go watch Cardiology when we talk about it. She'll remember more than I will currently. But yeah, the good news is that the stress test came out better than expected. They were actually shocked at how much Dawn-Louise was able to cope with in a saturation range of 75 to 85%, especially considering that when she started exercising, her saturation did drop to 72%, so that does seem to be the number that keeps coming up, unfortunately, for Dawny. But they are astounded at how much she was able to cope with during that exam, because they don't normally see people with Dawny's low oxygen doing as much as she can. So the fact that she is sorry, I am getting a bit upset. This is a lot, so I apologise. I am probably going to be emotional during this. I'm trying to keep it just factual and not let the emotions get the best of me, but obviously this is still quite fresh, so please bear with me. So I wasn't expecting them to say this, but basically Dawn-Louise is actually quite a rare case, in the sense that most post-Fontan patients, they aren't still in a 75 to 85% sat range. That's very normal for Glenn and pre-Fontan surgical pathways, but once the Fontan happens, they normally, even with the fenestrations, end up in the 80s to 90s with a closed fenestration, 90s to 100, and they're pink and they've got more energy and they're less breathless. Dawny never got that outcome, and her heart has really needed the fenestration to offload the pressure. In 2023, she had her 12th surgery, which was her 8th cardiac catheter, and they ballooned the fenestration, which means that they inflated it and blocked it off so that it would act as if it had been surgically closed. And the pressures went up to a dangerous level, and they said it is not safe to do this for her. She's already got such a good quality of life on the low saturations. It doesn't make sense for us to risk the increased pressure in her heart. We're not doing it. And the surgeon said absolutely not. So she woke up and she did not have it closed, because we were thinking that was going to happen either in 2 separate catheters or in that one that she had. So we've kind of always known that that was coming, just maybe not so soon. So it's hard to remember everything I'm saying, sorry. So because Dawn-Louise is so cyanotic, so blue, that means that the deoxygenated blood is very high in her body, which is why she appears so blue, because deoxygenated blood is blue blood, oxygenated blood is red blood. And because she has lived 16 years on such low oxygen, and they are now dropping even lower, the body is going to try and combat that by increasing the hemoglobin, which makes the blood thicker. Because Dawn-Louise's blood is getting thicker from the low oxygen, that is probably why she ended up getting a blood clot from the cannula this time. Obviously we can't know for sure, but chances are her blood is getting thicker as she's getting older because of it trying to compensate with the low oxygen. So she's done incredibly well to make it 16 years on such low oxygen without any significant difficulties, but it has now got to the point where her aspirin is not going to be enough for her. She needs a much stronger anticoagulant. So, obviously in the past they've brought up warfarin. I said again, with Dawn-Louise being a dancer and having trauma responses to needles, and therefore the INR testing for warfarin would not be ideal for her mental health. Would it be possible for her to be put on Rex? Now I keep calling it Rexaban. I am actually wrong. It sounds like Rexaban, but it's a longer word, and I cannot for the life of me remember it, so I just keep calling it Rexaban. So I'll put here what it's actually called. I think some doctors shorten it to Rexaban because I definitely think that's what we were told originally, and that's why it's stuck in my head. But the problem is, Rexaban is a new medication. And because this condition is so rare, there isn't enough data to show if it's better or worse than warfarin, which means that doctors and hospitals lean for warfarin immediately because that's what's used at this hospital that she's at now, whereas the previous one just stays on aspirin because, again, there isn't actually enough research to say which ones are better. But considering that Dawn-Louise has now developed a blood clot, we obviously don't want to risk her blood getting too thick because blood clots are a risk of heart attacks and strokes. So if she develops a blood clot, obviously, unless she develops symptoms immediately like she did recently, we wouldn't know that it was there until it clogs her heart and causes a heart attack, or clogs something in her brain and causes a stroke. So we obviously don't want to risk her not being on the right medication. So there is a chance that we are going to have to put her on warfarin and just work around it the best we can, like everything else. But the doctor says that she also wants to take it to the team about Rexavan because she does think that I'm right and maybe that would be better for Dawny. The INR testing could be every 2 weeks, or it could just be whenever Dawn-Louise notices that she struggles with keeping on track of it. Dawn-Louise really doesn't handle needles very well anymore. She used to be really good and she actually used to watch cannulas get fitted, but she had a time where it didn't go very well and there was a lot of blood everywhere, and I think it scared her a lot. So even though the INR is just a pinprick, obviously her body doesn't understand that, the trauma response doesn't understand that. Mentally she does, but her body is reacting to the trauma still. So it wouldn't be ideal for her to have to mentally and physically force herself through it as regularly as needed. So we are hoping for Rexavan, whatever it's actually called, but aspirin is not going to be enough, is what we found out. The other option is clopidogrel. So clopidogrel is a liquid anticoagulant that Dawn-Louise was actually on as a baby because of recovery from the open heart surgery and the blood clots that she had that caused her to have an extra open heart surgery. Sorry, it was only one blood clot, not blood clots, it was one blood clot. But clopidogrel can be used alongside aspirin, so there's a chance that she will have to have both if we don't go down the Rexavan or warfarin route. So, with regards to the 24-hour ECG tape, that actually showed brilliantly. There's not really a concern, but when they put the ECG on during the stress test, it did show that her right ventricle, which is the only ventricle she has left, is working considerably harder than they would like it to be. So not only are we looking at new medication for anticoagulation, we are looking at sildenafil, which will basically help the heart to pump better. So we are getting to the point now where Dawny is going to need a lot of medications to manage her condition. We've got very lucky that we've made it this far on just the one heart medication. Most families don't, so although it's normal for this to happen, it's hard that Dawn-Louise has gone so long without needing multiple medications, because as a baby she was on 12 different medications a day. You know, I want to stay away from that as much as possible, because with every new medication there's new side effects, and we won't know until she's on them how her body's going to cope on them. So it's not so much, oh, you know, it's more medication, it's more, there's so many more risks involved the more that we put her on. So obviously if we're talking about aspirin, clopidogrel, and then sildenafil, that's then 3 sets of side effects. If it's Rexavan and warfarin, that's 2 sets of side effects. If it's warfarin and sildenafil, there's also change in diet involved, change in exercise levels. They will not want her doing contact sports whilst on warfarin, which she would be on for life until, you know, she gets something stronger again. It wouldn't come back down, unfortunately, most likely. Obviously, the problem is the side effects could affect her ability to do what she's enjoyed doing. So obviously dance is not classed as a contact sport, but because of the type of dance that she does, where she can throw herself on the floor quite hard, that is going to cause significant bleeding and bruising. So it would depend on whether it does end up causing problems, whether she'd be able to keep dancing what she's dancing currently. She may have to stop doing some of her activities if she gets too much bleeding or bruising whilst on the new medication. And I think that's the bit that's hard to deal with, because we're very lucky that Dawny has done as much as she has with her heart condition. She is, I mean, everyone's, like the cardiologists are always saying to us, she's one of the most active patients they've got, and they're always really surprised at how much she does actually do, because in her paperwork it doesn't look like she should be able to cope with even half of the stuff that she does. One thing that they did say to us, which was really surprising, and I didn't know this, was that a patient post-Fontan having such low saturations, they don't normally do as much as Dawn does, and they said that they're actually like genuinely astounded at how much she has coped with doing with such low oxygen. So that leads us on to the next thing. I really hope that I'm explaining this okay. So the next struggle is that because Dawn-Louise, apart from the haemoglobin and the thicker blood, she has coped so well having low oxygen, they don't really know what to do with her. She's very much a question mark. Normally, when the saturation's this low, they close the fenestration, they get them back up, kid cup starts doing more things. Dawn-Louise does a lot of things currently. If they do another cardiac catheter and close the fenestration, the pressure may get so high that she isn't as well in herself as she is now. She may be dizzy, lightheaded, struggle with sicknesses, vomiting, and the other thing. It could make her quite unwell, having the increased pressure in her heart. So they will be putting her on medication to control the pressure as best as they can, but it might not stop her from being less well. And again, more medications is more side effects, and we don't know if those side effects will also impede on her ability to do things. So what this means for Dawn-Louise going forward is that they want to do a cardiac catheter again. This would be her 9th cardiac catheter, and they want to do it within the next 3 months. They will see what the pressures are like and then decide whether they are going to close the fenestration or not. And obviously if they do close the fenestration, that's going to change a lot of things. We won't really know how Dawn-Louise's body handles it until it happens. But her saturations can't keep getting so low because the blood is going to make her at an increased risk of heart attacks and strokes. So basically the way they say it is we need to figure out which is the less risky option, because there is going to be no option that is side effect free. Whether we close it or not, there is going to be problems. And it's not going to be a case of smooth sailing like it has been for so long for her. Which means that we won't really know what's going to happen until it has happened, because Dawn's case is a little bit different to most. On top of that, she is a more severe case of HLHS, and she had an extra open heart surgery, which means that her anatomy is different. So yeah, and the fact that she has actually lived a full life on such low oxygen, they're worried that the pressure will take that ability away from her. So we're not looking at just one cardiac catheter, we are looking at multiple cardiac catheters. The first would be to test the pressure. They may go in and close the fenestration on the same day, or they might need to take it to a team meeting afterwards, which means that it would be do the pressure check with the cardiac catheter and then have another cardiac catheter to close the fenestration. And if the pressures get too high or she gets unwell or isn't as capable as she is now, another cardiac catheter to open back up the fenestration, which means that then it's looking at it again in the future to close it again. So she could end up having a lot of cardiac catheters over the years. Now, a cardiac catheter is classed as a procedure, not a surgery. However, the reason that I describe it as a surgery is to make it more understanding for those that aren't a part of this world. Like, we know it's a procedure in the heart community. It's not open heart surgery, everyone knows that. But the reason that I do say cardiac catheter surgery is because they are going to have to put her to sleep for this. There are the same risks in a cardiac catheter as there is in open heart surgery. Death, bleeding, hemorrhage, strokes, brain damage, lung damage, perforations. The risks are all the same. So when they give me the piece of paper to sign that I accept her risks to go into these surgeries, no matter whether it's an open heart surgery or a cardiac catheter, I'm having to choose yes to the exact same set of risks, which could end up in her not ever coming back out of the theatre. So even though it's quicker, it is less risky, it doesn't mean that it's risk-free. And the last time that she had the cardiac catheter, she got really sick straight afterwards, which was a risk because they're meant to lay flat for a long period of time afterwards, and she couldn't because she kept throwing up. So that increased risks. And then when we got home, she started bleeding out of the site really significantly. If we hadn't been able to get that in control, she would have lost a lot of blood, and that obviously wouldn't be healthy for her, especially where her blood is thinner, because it won't clot as fast. So it's hard to look at it as a simple procedure, because for me, the risk is the same. I would have to watch my daughter suffer or pass away from it. And it doesn't matter how big that risk is, it's a risk that I have to face every time I sign those papers. And it's really hard to choose to put your children through such awful procedures, knowing that it's not a cure, it's not going to make them better, and you might never get them back out of the theatre. Like 12 times now I've held my daughter in my arms, and when they inject the anaesthetic, her body goes so limp. It's exactly what it would feel like if I lost her, and having to constantly be reminded of that and sign away to that is incredibly difficult. You know, like, she is everything to me, and I don't want to have to live without her. And it's hard to know that inevitably that is going to happen one day. And where I'm a younger mum, you know, if I lost her in the next 10 years, I'd be living decades of my life without her. You know, if I live to old age, it's going to be like, if I lost her when I'm 40, for example, I could have to live 4 decades without my child. And I think, you know, unless you are part of this world, I think that that's the bit that doesn't sink in, is every time that we put them through more surgery, we're having to face the reality that you don't come back out. You know, a lot of kids don't. You know, we've had friends that haven't. And that's the hardest part of all this for me, is I have to choose it for her. You know, I'll never know if I made the right choice putting her through all this. And I'm constantly faced with the fact that this was all from a choice that I made for her. So, yeah, with the cardiac catheter, they want to do it within 3 months, but obviously she's about to sit her GCSEs, and after a cardiac catheter, I think it was 2 to 4 weeks, you can't do activities. So she wouldn't be able to take her dance GCSEs if she had the cardiac catheter first. So I have contacted the school to get confirmation on when all the GCSEs will be finished, so that hopefully it can happen afterwards. At the moment, we think that it's the 2nd week of June that the exams will be finished. So if we can get her in for the 3rd week of June, the exams will be all out the way. We'll have enough time before the summer holidays for recovery so that she can enjoy the summer holidays. But yeah, we're really hoping that they won't have to do the cardiac catheter before the GCSEs, because she will not be able to take the dance GCSE if she has it first, because she won't be able to dance. So another unexpected thing that happened at this appointment was the cardiac dentist was actually in, and in Dawn-Louise's previous hospital we never had any talks with a cardiac dentist. So it's normally there for the people that are struggling to get NHS appointments and they're not getting seen every 6 months like they should. there is a very high risk of endocarditis with children that have had heart surgeries because of the artificial valves that they might have. Dawn has plastic tubing in her heart and also the scar tissue. So endocarditis can infect those really easily because of the difference in the tissue. So that is why dental hygiene is so important, and why I will always, no matter how much it costs, make sure that Dawn is going to a dentist. We're private. We're actually under a split practice now. We used to be fully private, but now it's split. So Dawn is on the NHS, but it's in the same dentist. But when she's 18, I'll pay for her to go onto the private list like me, so that she gets 4 cleanings a year and 2 visits a year. And it's imperative that the second there's anything wrong with her teeth, we go to a dentist, no matter how much it costs on an emergency appointment. Now, we knew about the risk of endocarditis. That's been spoken about for many years now. What they said to us was a bit more unexpected. So we agreed to see them because, like I said, it's so important. We were waiting there anyway for the MRI, so it just made sense to do that as well. So they had a look at Dawn-Louise's mouth. They had to talk with us about how, you know, we floss and brush and what we're using and everything like that. And then they asked us if we had any concerns. We said, okay, so Dawn-Louise had top braces that came off, I think, in 2024. No, 2025. And, no, it was 2024. It was November 2024 that the braces came off. They only did the top braces because they said they'd have to take out a tooth on the bottom, and because of it just being, they said that the bottom didn't need doing as much as the top, and that it would just be for like aesthetic purposes. So they didn't want to risk taking out the tooth. There is an extra risk. Anything that involves blood in the mouth is a higher risk of endocarditis for Dawn-Louise. So it was kind of partially that, but then also just general practice of not removing teeth unless it's necessary. So they only gave her the top row of braces, not the bottom. However, Dawn-Louise has been complaining when she bites down that it feels uncomfortable because there's crowding at the bottom, so they're not sat flat, they're kind of like this. And obviously the top ones are flat, so they're kind of hitting like this, like a cross. We brought it up to our dentist and they refused to refer her back to an orthodontist, and obviously we're in a different town now, so we can't go back to the old orthodontist either. We need a referral to one up here. So they had a look and they got Dawn-Louise to put her tongue all the way back to the back of her mouth on the groove so that they could see how the teeth fit together, and they're saying that the jaw is not meeting correctly. So they are going to put a very heavy worded email into our dentist explaining the seriousness behind Dawn-Louise's dental health and therefore her heart health, because it could literally end her life if she gets endocarditis. It's not, you know, an easy infection to get rid of. There are steps we can take, but obviously it would depend on how bad it was, how long she'd had it and things like that. So they're going to put a really strong worded email into our dentist in hopes that she will get sent back to orthodontist to get bottom braces. If they have to remove a tooth, that will have to be done in a cardiac hospital because of the high risks involved. And then they also spoke about the risk that if her teeth aren't biting together correctly, it can cause gum recession. Gum recession can then affect the bones and again the endocarditis risk. So if Dawn-Louise started getting receding gums, that would be extremely dangerous for her. So they're going to put, like I said, an extremely heavy worded email in to get this across to the dentist, because the dentist is not understanding how serious Dawn-Louise's condition is. You know, this isn't just a heart condition, this is a terminal illness with no cure and very high side effects and risks involved. They also decided to do x-rays. So after we had the MRI, which I'll talk about next, I should have spoken about that first, sorry. But after the MRI, she had dental x-rays done as well, so both sides and the front. They're going to be put in the email as well, and we'll get an email back from the cardiac dentist with what they're finding as well with those x-rays. So also, before we went down, sorry, I've done this a bit out of order, I've realised. I think it's because in my phone I've just been jotting it down sort of as things were happening. So before we went down to the x-ray and MRI, we actually ended up seeing the dietitian. So 6 months ago, our GP was sent a letter asking for Dawn-Louise to be referred to a local dietitian, and they didn't bother to do it. So they called up the cardiac dietitian because, believe it or not, because cardiac conditions are so severe, they actually have loads of people under their department, like dentists and dietitians and all sorts, because of how much of the body is actually affected by these conditions. It isn't like, when I tell someone, oh, my daughter has half a heart, immediately you're thinking that is just a heart problem. It isn't. It is a full body problem. It is going to cause havoc throughout the entire body. There isn't a single part of Dawn-Louise's life or Dawn-Louise's health or Dawn-Louise's body that HLHS is not affecting. And I think that's the thing that's the hardest to get across, because we've had a lot of comments, especially on TikTok, being like, well, how does having half a heart affect you? And I'm like, I literally can't write that in a single comment because it's an endless list. There would be quicker for me to tell you what she isn't affected by it, to be honest. So I always have to say, please go and watch the playlists that are on YouTube, because there is literally just so much involved. You can't just type it in one sentence. You can't just reply straight away. You know, it takes, I will end up forgetting something because it affects so much. And well, we've only ever known her like this. For me, this is our normal. So it's not, it doesn't come as much to mind so quickly, because I have to stop and think, okay, well, what would a non-cardiac child do? And then I start seeing how big the differences are. But anyway, we saw the dietitian. So the reason that Dawn-Louise was referred to the dietitian is that Dawn-Louise loves eating, as you may have realised from when we go out for meals. But Dawn-Louise loves eating. She eats her breakfast, lunch and dinner. She loves fruit, especially grapes. She's bloody addicted to the things. You know, she has sweets, she has crisps. We have the old chocolate bar. You know, at Christmas you saw how many snacks we had out. Dawn-Louise will eat like nothing, and that's not a problem at all. The problem is her body is burning off the calories too quickly. So because Dawn-Louise has half the energy of a full working heart, because she only has half of it, her body is working twice as hard to constantly compensate for that, which means that she is burning off energy and burning off weight really fast. So she has now fallen 4 percentiles lower than she should be. So with how tall she is, she should be a higher weight. And unfortunately she isn't, and it's not because she isn't it's not because she isn't eating enough, it's because her body is just working so hard all the time. So the only option left for Dawn-Louise, because we can't feed her anymore, she would end up being unwell. You know, she is finishing large meals, she eats bigger portion sizes than I do. You know, I always give her the larger portion of everything. You know, we have all variety of foods that we cook here for her. At school, they don't really give her enough food, so I normally send her in with extra, even if it's just fruit or crisps or something, just to give her that little bit of extra energy. But the only option really left is to go on a calorie drink. So she's been provided with a bag full of all different flavours and different types. So there's like milkshake versions, juice versions, powder versions, things like that. So that she can decide what she likes the taste of, what she enjoys the most. She has only tried one so far, because obviously where they're high calorie drinks, she can't try them all at once because she would put on weight within that. So she tried an apple one, absolutely hated it. So we already know that apple is out.
Right, we're choosing a drink. It's my mum will explain later, it's just a long story. Right, let's see. We've got a vanilla flavour. We're just going to have one of the bowls today, because most of them are Surgeries. We've got an orange flavour.
That's the type that I used to have.
What was it? Another orange. Oh, there's an apple. Got a strawberry. I like my strawberries.
I think that one's a milkshake.
Yeah. This is a chocolate flavour. And then I got another strawberry. So I think I'm going to try an apple one today, because apple sounds fun. And then all the others are like sachets. So those are, I think we put them in the milk or something. Yeah. Right. How do you think do you just drink it?
Shake it.
Shake it. Okay, I think that's good. Alright. Okay. Do not spill, do not spill. Okay. It looks a bit weird, but oh, smell.
Ooh.
Okay. Taste test of a high energy apple flavour drink.
see what I mean by it tastes like syrup?
It doesn't taste like syrup to me. It just
Like-
tastes really weird.
Okay.
Also, don't really like the bubbles. I've got to finish this as well, don't I? Note: apple is a no-go. No. Right, remind me. Apple is a no-go. Imagine if I don't like any of them. What did I sign up for?
So along with the new medications that are going to be coming eventually, she is also now going to be put on calorie high drinks so that we can help her to get that weight, because she is falling too low. 4 lines below is quite significant at her age. So it does suck, because it's not like she doesn't love eating, it's just that the calories just aren't enough, no matter what she's eating. So she's going to start on 2 a day, and then we have to weigh her each month. If she gets up enough, then she can go down to 1. She could even come off them altogether. It just depends on what happens. Because it's very important that she doesn't become overweight, because she isn't going to have the stamina to start working out to burn it off. So it's really finding a nice level place for her where she's not too big and not too small. So the other appointment that we had not too long ago was with endocrine. So that is your hormones and things like that, because Dawn-Louise growth could have been affected by a hormone issue. They were worried about a tumour in the brain that was stopping things from growing properly, and possibly hereditary diseases. So they did do blood tests, which should have included genetics, but we're not entirely sure, because neither me or the cardiologist knew how to read the letter. So we're just going to have to wait. They put on the letter to the doctor, though, they want to see us within 6 months of that appointment. So I'm guessing we've got 4 months to go until they call her back. When they do, I'm going to raise a concern, because I am worried that there is something in my bloodline, genetics, that could be impacting Dawn-Louise as well, because I'm seeing a lot of issues that Dawnie has that I also had, and I don't have a heart condition. So I too was under my BMI at her age. It's one of the reasons that I was told I couldn't have children, because my body wasn't working properly. So I couldn't put on weight, and I was extremely skinny, but I was otherwise healthy. It didn't affect me at all. I looked slender. But my reproductive organs weren't working properly either. So we're seeing a lot of similarities. I also went on 40 sip drinks, which is the high calorie drink. So I'm seeing a lot of similarities, and my brother is also the same. He's even now very tall, very skinny. His body is almost exactly the same as Dawnie's, and he is 18 months younger than me, so he's like 30, 31. I should know that, shouldn't I? It's his birthday next month, so I'm confused now. But anyway, he's 18 months younger than me. He never saw a dietitian or anything for it, but his body type is exactly the same as Dawnie's. Very tall, very slender. So I am worried that there is something in our genetics that might be causing this to happen to us, because on my side of the family there seems to be a trend. So I'm going to bring that up with them. I'm going to offer my blood to them and be like, will you stab me and take my blood, and see if there's any sort of markers that show up the same as Dawnie's. Because even now, see, I don't really like talking about this sort of stuff, because I still get embarrassed, because I grew up in a time when I talked about it. But in regards to like periods and that sort of thing, I am going through a lot right now with it, and I have been since they came back, because for many years I wasn't having them at all. And then they came back and they've been absolutely brutal or non-existent. So the same problems that I had as a teenager are now happening to me as an adult. So I was meant to have an ultrasound and see someone about it, but then we moved and my GP here is refusing all of my referrals. So I just think that we have so many similarities with our health that I don't think this is just heart anymore. I'm really starting to think that maybe there is something in my genetics that's causing it. Because obviously me, my brother, and now Dawny, very similar body types. You know, I now have me chunky thighs. You know, I was able to put on the weight, but I kind of, so I went on 40 steps and stuff around 18, and then between 18 and 25, I managed to gain weight, fall into a healthy amount. But even though I do exercise, but not like heavily, not routinely, it's kind of whenever I feel like it, because I do it more to make me feel better in myself. My body hasn't really changed, so it doesn't matter what I eat or drink, I don't really put on any excess weight. So I've stayed the same since about 25, and I've not got any bigger. So there is a chance that there's something there genetically that is making it so that Dawn-Louise and I can't put on weight the right way, but also with her having half a heart, obviously she's burning even more off. But I just feel like there's definitely a trend there that I want to speak to them about and just see, even if I sound like an idiot bringing them up. But like, I think if people saw my brother next to Johnny, they'd be a lot more like, maybe we should look into the genetic route, because they literally, he is in a couple of our videos, not many. He is exactly the same body type as her, exactly the same, like their arms almost identical. So I do, and like my hands, I've always had very bony hands. I can't put fat on my hands or my feet. They're very bony and it actually gets quite painful. So I just feel like there's got to be something there, because it's just too much of a coincidence if it's not. So I definitely want to bring it up with them, even if I sound ridiculous, and we'll see if there is a genetic link, because even now, like I said, with reproductive health and everything, maybe there is a hormone imbalance or something like that going on, because that can affect both. So we're going to bring it up and see what happens. And I'm just hoping that she doesn't get any taller, because apparently the last time that they saw her, the graph of her height, she has shot up again. So I'm really hoping that she's done growing, because I don't want her to be taller than me. I know that's like a really silly thing to freak out about, but like I was the exact same height as my mum, and I've been the exact same height as my best friend for many years as well. So the idea of her being taller than me, I don't know, it's really unsettling. I don't like it. So I'm kind of hoping she stays here, because even now, like looking at her at eye height and not having to like look down, it feels so wrong. Like she doesn't feel like my child anymore. She's like she's just this person who's like also my height. It's weird. Anyway, so the last thing that happened was the MRI. Now, I did think that this was going to be difficult for Dawn-Louise because it was a new experience. I wasn't expecting her to react quite as strongly as she ended up. Oh my god, I've been talking for 45 minutes. Jesus, I told you it was a lot. So the MRI, oh, someone's here. Okay, so the guy who has to come around and sign off the kitchen came back, and you could tell that he was not happy, because he's looking around, he's like, he's doing. So there's a couple of bits that are cracking, so the painter's going to have to come back around today and cover that up again. There's also a couple of bits of missing sealant, so he's actually going to do that himself, and then he'll be coming around later again to officially sign it off. And he's also, bless him, said he's going to put in my fridge, which is perfect, because then I can start getting settled in and everything, because I really need the lounge tidy before this weekend, because I have a surprise for Dawn-Louise. So I need the room. I need the room back desperately, and obviously where we've had so much stuff in there, I need to go in with the carpet cleaner and really clean it up as well. So yes, it's going to be interesting. Right, what else? Right, MRI, that's what we were talking about. So she went down for the MRI, and I was surprised to find that I was actually allowed in with her, because in the past I've never been able to. She was sedated for them, so it was slightly different, and she was a lot younger. But I wasn't allowed to go in, even though obviously she was sedated and everything. It would have been nice to have been there with her through them. So thankfully I didn't have to worry about the metal that I was wearing, other than my watch and my necklace. My undergarments were okay. Whereas Dawn-Louise obviously couldn't have any metal anywhere. So they take her into the MRI. I must say, the MRI was a lot smaller than I was expecting it to be. I was expecting it to be a lot larger and a lot louder, but it actually wasn't too bad. So the first thing that they did was fit a cannula, and this is so that they could have the dye go through. So the dye goes into the body, shows up in the picture, and that helps us to see where everything is and what's going on. So they put the cannula in. I did ask them to put it in her hand. They ended up putting it in the wrist. which worked out fine. I just didn't want it back up here because of the blood clot that she got last time, because where it's getting held at a weird angle, then it could have been why the blood clot was formed so easily there. So we went for this one, which is what the senior doctors at the other hospital wanted, with any more cannulas there as well. So we took their advice and went, and please. Which is normally what happens anyway when she goes in hospital. The arms for cannulas, for blood tests, yes, for cannulas not so much. So yeah, we did that. And then she got given headphones, and it's really weird because they're plastic headphones and the tubing is completely empty clear. So I'm not sure how that works. I mean, you can't hear anything through them. It's just to stop sound, but I don't understand what the cord was for. I should have asked. Anyway, then they put like a white plate over her chest and then a bit of plastic that goes over there and secures it to the bed so it can't move. So they also wedged in her legs and wrapped her in a blanket because it was going to get very cold in there. So she had all this stuff on her. She went to the MRI. They let me sit by her feet at first, and then they actually said that I could move up to her head. And even though I had my bra on still, I could lean forward and stroke her head, and that wasn't a risk to me or to anyone else in the room if something were to happen. They put a piece of plastic over her head like this, and on there is a mirror, and then there's a TV behind the machine so that she could watch a show. Dawn-Louise chose to watch Annie with an E, so the mirror flips it. So they flip the TV image so that when she looks in the mirror, it's like it's normal, and it's got subtitles on so she can still follow along, because when the MRI is going, it makes this really loud banging noise. So obviously you can't hear it over the TV. You can't hear the TV over it, sorry. Unfortunately, when it first started, Dawn-Louise did break down and start crying. I asked her, they gave her like a long lead with a squishy ball on it and it sounds an alarm, and I kept saying, Dawny, squeeze it, it's okay, just squeeze it, and she didn't want to because she didn't want to have to stop the test. You know, she's at an age where she understands what happens if you keep stopping them, so I think she was more worried about that than the emotional state that she was now in. So they actually ended up coming in anyway. So I forgot to say, they also put ECG on her for the test, because obviously where it's a heart, they can't stop the heart, so they can't get clear imaging. So they match the ECG with the imaging and pulse it basically so that it looks like a still image, as if the heart wasn't beating constantly. But the ECG, obviously they can't use metal, so they actually get little plastic stickers, so they don't work as well. You have to clean the area really well first and then apply the stickers to make sure that they do stick, and they're plastic instead of metal, which is very different. And then on the MRI, there's an ECG running, there's a little screen there so they can see it and we can see it. And I'm guessing that they could tell from the way that her heart was reacting that she wasn't doing so great. So they came in and stopped it and pulled her out for a minute. And after that sort of initial shock wore off of, you know, the newness of the experience, she was able to relax a bit more. So I kept pulling funny faces at her and I could see her little eyes light up. She did try and talk to me by mouthing things to me, but I couldn't see her mouth in the mirror. But thankfully, we've recently picked up sign language, so I at least know the alphabet, so I was able to very slowly spell things out to her, because with the headphones on, we couldn't hear each other. So I just kind of very slowly signed words, spelling them out, so I had to go slowly to make sure that she could keep up with it, so that she could at least know, you know, how things were and everything, and give me a good thumbs up. She was allowed to take her teddy in there. They actually got her teddy and just kind of went like this around the machine to make sure it wouldn't set off. So she was able to keep her brownie teddy in with her. It was actually quite funny. One of the doctors said, "Is this a pony?" She goes, "No, it's a horse." It was quite funny. But yeah, so after that she was able to calm down with it. When the test ended, I said, how long was she in there for? Because I didn't see the episodes tick over, because obviously I was looking at the TV behind me and then Dawny in front of me, so I'm not constantly watching it like she was. She was in there for an hour and a half. So she was in there for such a long time. And one thing that they didn't tell us about, so I'm really glad that she heard it, because when I first heard it, I thought it was the TV, but the machine actually says to breathe in, breathe out, and then hold your breath, and then breathe again. So throughout the test, you could hear bang, 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 and then like slower ones that were like bang, bang, and then the rapid fire ones again, and then in between those, it was telling her how to breathe. And she did actually cope really well after that. I think the first initial one was just too much for her because she hadn't experienced it before, and it was extremely loud. Even with the headphones on, you can still hear it. It's a loud machine. So then they brought in someone from next door to come and do a blood draw because her cardiologist wanted bloods, and unfortunately the hospital that we went to by ambulance, they didn't send over the information to her cardiac hospital in regards to what her blood work actually was. So they wanted to get those again, but they didn't want to, especially with the blood clot and everything, keep jabbing her by sending her to the blood labs. So instead they used the cannula that was used for the dye and drew back that blood instead. It did get a bit messy this time, which was a little bit harder for Dawn to handle, so they made sure they cleaned everything up because there was quite a bit of blood as well, I've got to be honest. So then Dawn and I went to the bathroom because obviously she'd been laid there for an hour and a half, and then Bobbie said that the cardiologist who was going to be looking over the MRI results came out and had a chat with him, and I'm so upset that I wasn't there for it because I was really interested by what he said. So basically he said, has Dawn-Louise always been under this hospital? Because I don't recognise her case, and we speak with other hospitals too, like what hospital was she at before? And he was really shocked that he didn't remember her case because where her shunt is not normal, which might be because of the extra open heart surgery that she had. But yeah, apparently Dawn-Louise's shunt is in a completely different place to what's normal, and it's so different in fact that he was adamant he would have remembered her case. So considering that, obviously this is a specialist hospital, they get kids from quite a wide circumference, it's weird to think that Dawn-Louise would have been a rememberable case, and I want to know why. Obviously Bobbie wasn't there when those surgeries happened, so he couldn't really communicate those sort of things like I could have. So I really wish I could have had a chat with him, but he is going to be reviewing the information. They took over 1,000 photos during the MRI, so he's got a lot to go through, and then he will also be in the big team. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, so I'll just say this again. With rare conditions like this, you need a multi-team. So they go to like a board to decide what to do with each patient. The cardiologist isn't the only person who makes that decision. So both cardiologists, the one who did the MRI, her regular cardiologist, surgeons, anaesthetists, everyone like that will all be in one meeting, and they will decide what happens with Dawn-Louise next. So the MRI results and what everyone is really excited to see for some reason, that seems to be the big one, like that will decide what's happening. So we are going to be expected to have another cardiac appointment as soon as that meeting has happened, which will let us know what is going to happen. But they have already put in the referral for the cardiac catheter because of the wait list. So we're really hoping that it isn't before the GCSEs end, because especially she doesn't, I mean, the other ones we might be able to make work, but she has to do the dance GCSE before the surgery. So up until the summer, we got a lot going on basically. So yeah, that is the whole update for now. Kitchen's nearly done, but the heart journey never ends. So if you're new here, subscribe, stick around, find out what happens next, because boy do we want to know. But yeah, thank you so much for all the love and support and just such kindness that we've experienced these last couple of months with Dawn going through everything like this. Between YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, so many of you have brought so much calmness to the chaos for us by the support that you've given, or you've shared stories if you've been through it yourself, and those that have no experience just being so understanding and willing to learn. I cannot explain to you how deeply I am thankful that people are learning about HLHS even when it's not affecting them directly, because that is what we need to be able to change the outcomes to not only Dawnie but all the kids with these conditions. So thank you so much, thank you. Right, I'm gonna go have lunch now because I'm hungry. I need to get something for the cereal in. Well, I'll tell you what, this painter needs to work on his people skills, because yet again, he left without telling me. But anyway, the job's done by the looks of it. Can't say it looks great, gotta be honest. I think I'm just gonna do it myself because this is just getting ridiculous now, to be honest. Like, it honestly doesn't even look like he's painted over it, because you can still see the cracks and everything. Who knew? It's fine, I'll do it myself, but what's annoying is I've got to go lock the door. So what I will say is that now that he has done that, I am very excited because all that's left is some caulking and then we can finally move in. So we can finally move everything in here and I'm really excited for that because I need the lounge back. So I'm going to tidy up the lounge because they are going to put my fridge back for me. Thank you guys. And then I can start putting things away when Dawny comes in. I'm going to wait for Dawny. And then we can put in the new things that I've got for the kitchen. Some of the new things aren't actually here yet. They won't be for a little while. And also, Dawn-Louise is FaceTiming another HLHS warrior because he turned 12 yesterday. And we love him dearly. He's very sweet. I think he might be in one of our vlogs. If you watch the 2020 playlist, I'm pretty sure he's in one of them. But I'm not entirely sure if we did film them or not because they're a little bit more camera shy than we are. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go tie up the lounge. But I'll show you my kitchen first. So I have been waiting for the guy to come check everything off and I've actually started putting things in the cupboard, so we're officially moving into the new kitchen, which I'm really excited about, but there is some hiccups that I'm very sad about. I have not even properly used this kitchen yet and I've scratched the sink. I gotta be honest, I've never had a brand new sink before and I didn't realise how easily they scratched. I didn't realise that it was simply from putting like the dishes on it. Because that's all I've done is, I mean, you've watched me clean in the vlogs, all I've done is do my dishes and pop them on the side and it's already scratched and I'm absolutely gutted. And on top of that, they've cleaned the bottom of the cabinets and they've absorbed water, I think, because there's a little bit of lumpage. So I am a little bit sad. But the other day, Bobbie very kindly got me a load of daffodils and they finally bloomed. They're looking amazing. There's still a couple that haven't completely fully opened, but they're like my favourite flower because I'll be honest, the reason they're my favourite is not so much the flower themselves, but the fact they're only £1 a bunch because anytime I had spare money left over from food shopping, I'd always order them in my food shopping, but food prices have gone up so much lately, I haven't done that in a while, so. But they smell lovely, they remind me of spring, which is my favourite time of year because that's when Dawny was born and it's when all the baby animals come out too, and they're bright yellow, so they make you feel happy when the sky's all grey and windy like it is today. But I didn't have my vase out because it was packed away still, so I had to put them in this. Blackpool Zoo was amazing, by the way. But anyway, this is my vase. It says "Home is where I'm with you," and that is the lyrics to one of my favourite songs. So when I saw this in Wilkinson's, that's how old this is. It still has the sticker on the bottom, but I can't show you that because I've already put water in it. This is from Wilkinson's. It cost me, well, it doesn't actually say how much it cost, just this Wilco jug, but I miss Wilco. Does anyone else miss Wilco? Wilco and Woolies, bring them back. Anyway, I'm going to trim the bottom of these a little bit because they've gone a little bit dry and mushy and just not so great. And then I've got some sugar water to hopefully revive them a little bit. And then I just thought they're going to go perfect in my nice country kitchen to brighten things up. Dawn-Louise is on the way home and I have a surprise to give her that Daddy left for her last night. So that's the plan. I have already said how I felt worried about only having 3 drawers, and I'll tell you what, I'm not feeling any more confident. I've put little baskets in them that we normally use in the fridge but don't use at the moment to see if that makes it better. But yeah, I am definitely struggling with the with the drawers because we used to have so many drawers, so now I'm like, I don't know where to put my medicine, I don't know where to put the first aid kit and everything like that. So it's definitely going to take some getting used to. I'm going to have to be a bit creative with what I do next. But yeah, I will say some of these look like they're a little bit sad, so I really hope the sugar water helps. Apparently you can put bleach in and it helps as well, but I don't have any normal bleach, I only have toilet bleach. And I don't really want it smelling like toilets in here, that wouldn't be pleasant. But I am very excited for the kitchen. I am feeling a bit sad at the moment because obviously this month has been so... Oh my god, my hair. Daddy got you this yesterday, but it was too late for you to be able to have it.
Yeah.
So, dun 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 dun! A new flavour.
Better 5. Wait. Oh, so you've got
Guava.
guava.
Oh, actually, no, they have given them funny names, haven't they?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Niko berry, AJ blue, Cheech, and Kenjo. Kenjo is smart. So Kenny has described this as a sharp, punchy hit of mango, whatever that means. Chunks tried hardest to make the best sweet in the pack. I think he picked the right. The kitchen people have just come to move the fridge, but I'm going to continue reading these because I like them. So we've got Cheech. Chunks tried the best to make his best the sweet in the pack. I think he picked the peaches himself. Then we got AJ Bellew. I'm coming. We then got AJ.
No.
We got AJ Blue, a secret recipe made by AJ himself. No triangles were harmed in making the sweet. Niko Berry is a professional sweet maker. Niko has put the most delightful berry in the sweet. Well done, him. And then you've got Shuava, I think that's how you say it. I don't really know. Although it's a stupid name, Sharky based this one off his favourite fruit, guava. So yeah, yes, it's the Beta 5. And look, actually says Beta Squad. But I've not tried these ones, so I'm really excited. There's people. There's people. But yeah, I'm so excited because I've tried the sour, the strawberry, the originals. But I need to try the tropical because I don't think I might have tried that actually. I think I've tried that one, but I've never tried these before. And these are quite sugary, so, but hey ho, they taste amazing. So you've got like guava, got like a berry one. I really want to know what the blue one tastes like because it doesn't really say, because I know the Cheech is going to be the peaches. It's like going to be a peachy vibe. Then one's going to be a mango. So that's what it says on the back. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just excited. But anyway, I'm hiding in my room because I was going to go and have a bath. The people have come now, so I will not be doing that.
Ready?
I'm spying. They're moving the fridge. Our lovely kitchen is basically done. Although we've got a massive red fridge, so it's going to look absolutely ridiculous in the process. But yeah, so I'm going to go now I just need either Jodie Whittaker or Matt Smith version of this, because then she can be like, where are you? And I need a TARDIS. I need to find a TARDIS because I've got the Daleks, I've got the Cybermen, I've got even the Clockwork People. I just need and I've got another song, so I just need a Doctor of my favourites. And then I'm literally done with the set, because as long as I have a TARDIS, if I get a TARDIS and I can open the TARDIS on the screen, because an opening TARDIS is actually amazing. Don't know how much you're going to be able to hear, but ASMR, guys. ASMR. I also have this weird Lego thing, but I think I was meant to put bread on this and I never found it. Then I put my Lego away because it was like end of Christmas, so now I just have this weird brownie thingy. But yeah, it's fine, it can be a tall table. Just like put 2 drinks and it can just spin around. But yeah.
The kitchen is officially signed off and our fridge is in place, and honestly I'm kind of loving the red fridge with the kitchen. It actually still looks really good. I've nearly finished putting my daffodils away. Also, bless him, we had a really nice guy come and sign off and he didn't have his cork gun, so he went out and bought a new one and then found his cork gun. So he's left us the cork gun and the cork. So yeah, I got a free gift along with a new free kitchen. They were so nice though, but I'm not gonna lie, I got really freaked out. I do think possibly they might have been brothers who came to put the fridge back for me, because he turned up and I was like, okay, you look shorter this time and you're wearing a slightly different outfit, I swear. And then I got a knock at the door 5 minutes later and it's the original guy and I'm like, I swear I just let you in. So then I was really confused, and yeah, they looked basically identical. So I'm guessing they might be siblings, but I was too scared to ask, to be quite frank. Also, everyone keeps asking if I've lived here for a while, because apparently I look familiar, which is weird because I've only just moved here basically. So I definitely don't know anyone to my knowledge, but then again, it's a small town. I mean, you've got to bump into people sooner or later. Right, I'm not a florist. That is just true factual information for you. I am not a florist. But my daffodils have a proper home. Look at them. Aren't they adorable? Oh, it could go here. What do you think? Do you think here, or should we put it? I was going to put it on the windowsill, but I don't know, I can't look at there. Because I'm cooking, I can see it. But then if I put it in the sun, then they get sun. Here they are, and dun dun dun! The fridge is in! Wood wood! I do need to tidy up the magnets, they are a colossal mess. But it's in. It's official. We can move in. Eek. What I will say is I really did want to put this drying rack back up, but since I've started scratching the side up, I'm going to have to until I can get a new one. But yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Look, oh, look at it. Oh, I'm so sad. My lovely new one. Put my daffodils in my fridge. And all of this is now empty, ready for some things I will show you later. Okay, so now it is time for the fun thing. For the first time in my new kitchen, I'm going to prepare a proper meal. It's going to be super simple. We're just going to have chicken Caesar salad. So I'm just going to put the chicken in the oven and then get on to putting on sauce, croutons, salad, that sort of stuff. But Dawn-Louise is currently having a little bath to relax after a stressful couple of days. So I am going to continue moving a few things back in here, and I am gonna, when she's ready, show you the new stuff that we got for the kitchen. I'm very excited, let's do it. 45 minutes. Green strip off, you can't see it from there, but there's a green strip on the side here and I cannot for the life of me get it off. So I'll have to do that in a minute. But I'll show you what I've done with the cupboard so far. So this is how the cupboards are looking at the moment. What I am loving is that we got an extra shelf, and where it's not two separate units, we have this section here as well. So I've got short cups, then bigger cups, plastics, bottles and plastic dishes, 2 different types of bowls, 2 different types of plates. So far, this is working out pretty well. I do want to get some new plates, and I've seen this really cute set in Asda that has little bunnies on them. Oh, they're so cute. But right now, I have reusable plates, and I'm not going to waste money because it's birthday season, so that I'll have to wait. I tend to only really buy things for the house when it's on sale, to be honest, or from charity shops, because home stuff costs a lot of money, and I'm cheap. These are our mugs from the Blackpool Pleasure Beach, where we went not only with Dawn and Bob, but with her friend who has the opposite heart condition as her, HLHS, called Tia. And it was amazing to see the girls having that much fun together. I would actually love to do it again if Tia would like to, obviously. We took her away with us for the weekend to a haven site in Blackpool. And honestly, it was so lovely. And yeah, I would definitely do that again. She's a lovely girl as well. We've known her for such a long time, and she's just honestly so sweet. I don't really know where to put my utensils at the moment, so I've just put them in this basket inside this drawer so they're not sloshing around. But yeah, I really don't know where to put them because the drawer's a lot wider. This one's a lot wider and a lot deeper. And I just feel like it's going to look really messy, so I think I want to get some sort of tray to go in there maybe. We will see. But oh, I can't believe it. I'm in my new kitchen. Yeah. I have some stuff to show you as well later, which I'm very excited about. But I've got to wait for Donnie for that. So I think I'm just going to put food and stuff away. The boring stuff, if you will. Right, put the headband on because we're in business now. We mean business, okay? It's my business style. Thank you. I will say, this is the longest I think I've ever gone without caffeine because even though I have a kettle, we had no sugar to begin with, so I couldn't make teas. But since the kitchen started, I've not had any tea, and I normally have only tea. So that's a big change for me. It rhymes, so it must be true. But yeah, I don't really feel like having it anymore, to be honest. It's kind of been like, oh, I can live without it. But what I will say is that nothing is quite quenching my thirst either. I really, really want more fruit drinks. I think the mango and like the tropical drinks that we got last week, oh, they made up for it. But the problem is, when there's 2 of us, we go through them really quickly because obviously the cartons only do like so many cups and it's not that much. I don't think I've got the saucepan in there yet, but I've got a saucepan lid for some reason. Right, let's move you over for a bit. So this is what we're doing over here in this cupboard. You can see. So I am struggling with this cupboard a little bit, purely because I used to just stack things up. So now there's like not a lot of room. I can't stack things the same way. So I don't know if I'm going to end up having to move this around. So we're just going to have to go with it for now. But we've got tins at the top, because it's mostly beans at the moment and soups, but we have like some chickpeas and red kidney beans and things like that for chilies. Got pasta sauces, rice, condiment type spicy thingies and sauce. And then this is kind of like the snack shelf, because this is my noodles and copper soups. Johnny and I bought these lentil and potato copper soups. They are not good. I tried to make one today because I thought I had none of the chicken flavour left. And just the smell alone was off-putting. I was like, that smells so bad, and I just couldn't get past that. Oh my god, I was going to say, I'm thirsty, I'm going to get a drink, but I can't bother to go back to the lounge. I've just realised the fridge is in here, I can get a drink. That's so lovely. Look at me. Opening my fridge in my kitchen. Oh. Would have helped if they turned it on. But also, whilst I'm here, these are the drinks that Dawn got. So she's got these types. And then, and then these types. These are, I'm not sure what the difference is, to be honest. I'm not really sure. High energy, nutritionally complete. But she's got those. And then the last ones are the Scandi shaped mixes. The only problem with this is she has to have 2 a day, and this has to be with a full cup of milk. So I just think that's going to get really expensive after a while. So I might have her stick with the juices if she likes them, honestly. If that is the only one that she likes, it's the only one that she likes. But yeah, I'm going to take this one to her, the strawberry flavour, and see if she wants to try it. Johnny, do you want to bring you in a 40-cent juice? I have a strange addiction to milk all of a sudden. So it started off with me wanting a drink before bed, but I was really hot because I've been dancing. So I wanted something cold, and our tap water isn't very cold, unless, obviously, I haven't used it for ages. So I was like, do you know what, I'll just have some milk. And then I started having milk every night before bed, and now I'm just like, well, I'm not drinking tea, so I'm just going to drink milk. So really, I'm the reason that we keep running out of milk, and it's got nothing to do with Dawn-Louise. And to be fair, Dawn-Louise could totally. It's my fault I'm drinking all the milk. Traumatic. I can't believe I'm finally actually moving in the kitchen though. It feels real now because my fridge is in here, and honestly, I actually like the fridge. I don't, because to be fair, the appliances that I've gone for are more neutral anyway. So I honestly think having a statement red fridge isn't too bad. But yeah, it's very bright in here now. Even like now it's getting darker, it still feels nice and bright. I'm happy, I like it. Also, Johnny thought that the fridge looked shorter, but it's because we normally put bags on the top, so we do that at some point. But yeah. I love my daffodils though. Every time I look over to them, it just makes me smile because they're so bright and yellow. I'd love to grow daffodils in the garden. I wonder if they come back each year or if you have to keep doing, like keep planting them each year. Can you see me? Hello. Very good. Oh, back in like 2012 when I was about 18 years old, I used to wear headbands. And then I had these little wooden parrot earrings, and honestly, I just looked like a pirate, but I didn't care because I just loved them so much. I don't know why, I've just always had a thing about with headbands, because I've got a photo of me in France on a year 7 trip, and I wore a headband then as well, and that was also red, so clearly red and hairbands are my thing apparently. Right, what we got in here? We've got some tea bags. I've got to be careful because this box is full of ready bread because we accidentally took the box upside down. But yeah, see this is another thing. Cheap tea bags. Like I used to exclusively get PG Tips tea bags, and now I just get like the 40p ones from Asda normally. That was from the corner shop, which was more expensive, but I think Asda was closed when I last bought them, or something. But yeah. Also, I'm quite upset because I wanted to make a fort out of all these boxes, but they've all gone kind of soggy. I think it's just where obviously we've had the fridge in there and everything, it's put the humidity up, so they don't feel great and sturdy unfortunately, so might have to order some more. I had my heart set on making a fort. Honey. Is it weird that we have honey on our pancakes instead of syrup? We used to have golden syrup. I don't know when we switched to honey, I think Bobbie did it and we just haven't gone back, mostly because he's the one that buys the pancakes. I'm not gonna lie, one thing that I absolutely love about my, oh no, not potatoes. Oh, they're gonna have to go. I was growing potatoes in the greenhouse last summer, but I was too scared to eat them. And with spring onions. I grew a healthy amount of spring onions, but I was terrified of eating them. I don't trust my own growing of gardening skills, something like that. I'm quite looking forward to hanging out with Dawn this afternoon though, because it's a bit hard. She's been home for weeks and now I miss her when she goes to school. But she's got to go to school, unfortunately. But right, got some crackers. Oh, I'm really hoping that I can get some more cheese because it took a whole thing of cheese to have a whole, like half a pack of crackers. So yeah, my naan breads. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I am thinking that I should have used this cupboard for the dishes and the dishes cupboard for the food, but I don't know, because this is where we always put the food, because it's next to the oven then, so when I'm cooking I can just grab things down. It just made more sense, I don't know. I'll tell you what it's going to be weird though, having a kettle there and the spoons all over here. So I don't know, should I swap that? Should I put the kettle in the corner and then have the microwave over here? I don't know, that just seems really weird. And I've got to have room for my Ninja as well. Which, if I have space in the cupboard, I'd rather put it in the cupboard because I don't use it that often. It's quite a large black object, and it just ruins the perfectly white aesthetic, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie though, now that this room has been done, I'm just in like a desperate need to get the hallway and lounge done because they're so dark in comparison. Like it's quite sad going from here where it's all light and airy and brilliant, and then you go in the lounge, it's grey and dark and red. So yeah, but not my red fridge. My red fridge can stay. My red fridge belongs. Also, I found a soaring bar. I thought I was out of these. I love these. Does anyone else get these like for like snack lunches and stuff? I love them. Got some couscous as well. Love me some couscous. Couscous salad. Right. One box down. Okay. In this box holds one of my prized possessions. And it's stuck. No! I ripped it off, bitch. I'm about to show you one of my absolute most favourite things in the world. My elephant teapot! Bobbie hunted this down. So there's this charity shop that's actually closed down now, which we're so sad about because everything in there was under a £5. So Dawn and I loved going there every week because we knew that we'd be able to find something that we loved. Anyway, they had one of these and I was like, I really want that, but oh my god, I don't need it. And then a couple of weeks later, I walked past it and it was in the shop window still. And I saw it and I just started smiling. I was like, you know what? I'm going to come back to that because my hands were full because I'd already done the food shop. And I literally go down to the food shop every day, grab the food and bring it home. Whereas now I've gone back to getting it delivered because of weather and mostly and stuff. But it was like a good way for me to get out of the house every morning. Anyway, so I was like, oh, I'll come back for that. I kid you not, I went back an hour later and it was gone. And I was so upset and I said to Bob, I was like, Bob, I know this is stupid, but there's this elephant teapot that was a £5 and I just loved it. And immediately, because he always does this, he went straight onto Google and started trying to find it. And I was like, oh no, that's not it. And then he found one on eBay and it was like £30. And I was like, no, like I don't need it, it's fine. But then he found this on Facebook Marketplace. It was about an hour away, I think, and he went and got it and surprised me. And he's so cute, I love him. Isn't he cute? It's just one of those like little quirky things. And also, maybe this like helped me manifest the kitchen because he is white, so he is ready to fit in. But yeah, he's so cute, and his little nose is a spout, which is adorable. So yeah, I love this very much. So he stays out on display, he doesn't get put away. But yeah, he's very cute. Fun fact, when I was a kid, I had a jade elephant necklace and it had like gold plating, like a saddle on it almost. And I loved that thing and I wore it all the time and I have no idea what ever happened to it. And I'm annoyed because I think it was like 18 karat gold. So I don't know if that's expensive, but it's, it wasn't cheap. That and jade stone and everything. Anyway, then we got the doggo's treats. And again, it fits the new aesthetic. But what I am so excited for is that Rhubarb is going to come down this weekend. So I have a surprise on Sunday for the birthday twins. Well, birthday neighbours more than twins. But anyway, we are having Roxy down for the weekend because we won't be out the house for very long. It's a small surprise. So, and I'm just looking outside the weather and thinking, oh dear God, I am concerned because it's raining, it's windy and it's grey. And when I say windy, I mean it's really windy. Also, if you keep wondering why I keep holding on to my oven, it's because it's warm and I'm cold. Anywho, yeah, I've got some dog treats. Unfortunately, those are not Roxy's dog treats because she can't have any because she's allergic to everything. So it doesn't have Roxy dog treats in it, it has the Chihuahua's dog treats in it, but they'll be coming up soon too because Nanny and Granddad are going to come watch Johnny's dance show, which I'm really excited for. And I'm hoping I'll have a little bit of money to take them out for like a dinner. Anyway, but yeah, it totally matches the new aesthetic. I'm not going to lie, I'm having a hard time putting things in the kitchen because I'm like, but it looks so empty and clean and I like it as it is. Anyway, the rest of the stuff in here is pretty boring. It's cleaning supplies. But one thing in here that isn't is this. Now, I have held on to this since 2022. So, you can go watch this, by the way, because obviously it's in a vlog. So, for Dawn's 12th birthday and Bobbie's 30th birthday, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was his 30th birthday. We went to Weymouth Bay, and it was our first time going on a Haven holiday as a family. It was the first time going on any kind of holiday as a family, but it was the perfect weekend. We were driving around trying to find somewhere to eat, and we actually ended up quite far out. And we found this really lovely little place, and it was amazing. And they had a little pub quiz going on next door, but it was really quiet and chill, and the food was amazing. And on the way back from there, in the middle of nowhere, was this vending machine where you could make your own milkshake with the farmer's milk. So it's called Louise. I think that's how you say it, like a sheep, like cow. Sorry, Louise Dairy Organic, and it's in Dorchester, in Dorset. And it says where it's from. But anyway, I kept this and I use it as a vase when I'm using the other vase, or I have extra flowers. That sometimes happens. But yeah, you put in like the milkshake syrup. So I had strawberry, and I think probably what flavour everyone had. But I know that I had strawberry, and yeah, you like put the syrup in, and then you put the milk in, and it was just one of those things that it was so unexpected. It just made it really fun. So yeah, got that as a vase now, because I flat out refuse to spend money on a vase unless it's as cute as the one for Wilco's. I want things that I like tie into memories that I've had, because I have a really bad memory when it comes to things because of how much I have going on constantly and like a stress response I guess. So I love to like hold on to things that hold on to a memory. So having that, even though it is literally for milk, it's pretty special. And now I'm addicted to milk, so there's that too. To be fair, if I clean that out really well, because obviously it has had flowers in it in the past, and then got one of those like reusable milk carton tops, I could totally use it for milk if I wanted to. That'd be quite cute. Cleaning supplies. Put them away. Okay, so this is how the cleaning cupboard is looking so far. So one thing that is really helping is the fact that we now have a shelf in on both sides, because we only had one on this side before. Only on this side before. So at the moment, I'm using these baskets because I have nowhere else to put them, so this made sense. But this has got like the miscellaneous items in it. Eventually I'll probably get them so they all match. These cream ones go quite nicely, so that would work well. And then I've just put like my tool things, so like my window vacuum and my steam cleaner in there. And then I've got my floor scrubbing brush and my things. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit everything in here though, that I have in here. So we've also got the iron, and since there's nowhere else to keep this, we do keep this in here. I think I'm going to have to remove that one there. So this is the attachment for the carpet vacuum, so you can clean the couches, which I'm going to spend tomorrow doing. But my carpet cleaner, I think I'm going to have to send it off to a specialist to be cleaned, because it's making a really weird noise. And I think it's where like all the dog hair gets stuck in it. So yeah, in here I have peppermint spray that's essential oil in a water solution, and you spray it around the doors and the windows, and it stops spiders coming in. And that is what I've been using to get rid of the spiders in the house. And it had been working really well until I forgot that I had this. I have this thing where unless I see something regularly, I forget it exists. So it's weird that I'm in a long distance relationship. Anyway, I'm going to pop that, I think, here with all the other sprays. I'm going to move the dustpan and brush down here, because now I've got a little bit more room here. I think that probably makes better. But I'm putting like the cleaning stuff that I don't really need right at the back there, out the way, because I don't need it often. And then I've got these little bits, they can go in there. This is part of the steam cleaner, because it's a steam cleaner that you can use like on cupboards and stuff, but also it has the attachment to use it on the floor, so I can steam the floor. Should I steam the floor? I don't think I'm going to steam the floor, but I do want to mop it, and I'm really scared to, but it is a waterproof flooring, so it should be okay. But yeah, we've just got some more kitchen cleaners. This is this is what I've been using, which for some reason smells oddly like Parma violets. So if you've ever wondered what our lounge smells like after cleaning, it's Parma violets. But I mixed a little bit of it in here with water because I had a small stain that I could just spot clean. So I did that. So I'll put my little spray bottles at the back because they don't get used that often. Got some extra washing up liquid. I want to get a new thing to put my washing up liquid in because I've got this black thing at the moment, and obviously we're changing theme. And honestly, I wanted it for ages and I actually really don't like it. It collects too much dirty water, so I'm just constantly cleaning it out. So I think I want to get like maybe some nice glass bottles with the little pumps on them. But yeah, this is another one of my vases that's totally not a vase. Hi darling.
Hello.
Are you excited I can surprise you and we can bring in the new stuff in a minute? Yeah? I'm just putting the clean stuff away.
Do you want to last us the shoes?
No darling, they're yours and you deserve them. Anyway, so Bobbie went to, what?
It's my hint for the gifts.
You can give them to me if you want, but they're yours, so you shouldn't have to share with them.
I want to go.
So Bobbie went diving in Egypt. I've forgotten what the place, I think it's Mersa Nakri is the Egypt one, but I might be wrong there, so my apologies. But he brought me back a Coca-Cola bottle and it's written in Arabic. And when I was a teenager, I actually learned a little bit of Arabic. I don't remember any of it now though, sadly.
Try these, guys. These are nice. Wait. Hey. See ya. Okay. Bye, guys. Oh. Paintbrushes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and a coin.
Okay. Do you want to leave the pot in here for when you need to wash them?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, I thought I had it as a previous thing.
You're getting worried about blood clots again, aren't you?
No.
It's okay, darling.
To be fair, I know from look. I did think I was bruised around it.
Okay. What do you think so far? Right, you ready to see the new stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, I'm knackered. Right.
She's got the box of stuff.
Hold on.
You can see them. There.
Look at the. It's a big box. Right, crouch down because we're gonna have to do it crouch down, I think. So, go on it. Let go on it.
Wow.
So first of
packages.
all, other side down. There you go. Other way around. There you go. So can you guess what that is?
Mushroom.
Yeah, so you fill it with cocktail sticks, and then when you push the button, one pops up at a time. So when we're having picky bits, everyone gets a clean, untouched pick.
And it's my favourite thing. Mushrooms in a house.
Do you want to give me the
How
mushroom?
do you put this in?
Oh, no, give me the mushroom. They're two separate things, darling. They don't go together.
Ah.
See if you can guess what that is. I'll put this up here.
Oh,
Oh, look how cute that looks!
oh God, let's see.
Alright, do you want to stand up? Hold on.
No.
Look how cute my little mushroom is.
Is it like?
Hold on, let me just explain this to you. So you fill this part up with cocktail sticks. So you know like all
Oh,
the
for like the picky wicky mix.
yeah, like you know when you get like cheese and ham, you put it on a little thing, and then you put this on the top, like so, and then you do this, and one pops out this side.
Ooh. What is this?
What do you think it is? Show the camera and see if you can figure out what it is.
Is it like a rat trail thing?
So
Like
what?
a mouse? Like a little mice thing?
No, it's not for mice. It's for the kitchen.
Yeah, mice kitchen.
No, not mice in the kitchen. That's a bad thing, Dawny.
Aww.
It's for eggs. So you fill it up with eggs and you put it in the fridge, and when you take an egg out the front, it rolls down to the front again.
Oh.
So you fill it up with eggs, and as you take one out, it rolls down, so that you can just grab one. You don't have to open anything up or anything. Put it in the fridge and we'll fill it up, obviously, when we have eggs. But if you don't come
First I'm opening the fridge.
I do need to start with them, so it's a bit messy.
Yeah, I also need to try the other drinks, whether I like them or not.
Did you finish the strawberry one?
I did, I'm not a fan of them.
No? Oh.
No, they're
You're
just
going to want the milk
really-
on. Also, you know how I kept moaning at you, like, oh no, Dawn-Louise, you're going to use up all the milk. I literally keep drinking milk on its own. It's my fault.
That's
It's
what I
like,
mean.
right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
I knew I was stuff.
I knew what?
My brain works.
That's actually
Wait, I swear I was
in
Amster, because that's where it's from.
No, I was going to say Vietnam or like hamburgers or something.
Possibly.
But they're so cute. I can have toast again.
Alright.
Wait, can I go under there?
Well, I'm just thinking, because the drawer is here, should we have the kettle here and the microwave here? I think we're going to have to see what we think. That's not a microwave, that's a toaster. Let me get it out of the box and we'll figure it out. Right.
I want to get out of the box.
But first, don't you want to see what these are?
I thought that was going to be really heavy then. I was like, it's going to be really heavy. I was like, whoa! And it's so heavy.
Can you turn it over? Can you do that?
It's one of them cut out watery thingy but chicky wiggies. Guys, look. So when it boils, you can actually see it boil.
Yeah.
I love these.
I know. So I wanted to get new. So
Is it a rose gold one?
no, it's not rose gold. Hold on. So I knew I wanted to get a new toaster because we didn't have a toaster. We've been using the oven. But Dawn struggles with using the oven, so this would be easier for her. And our kettle is falling apart, so we need a new one anyway. And Dawn's been obsessed with these clear ones. And I managed to find one that had like a country theme. So it's got like wood, like the flooring that we have in here, and white. So I just thought it would go really well together.
What's this?
Right, I might need your help grabbing this. There's a hole on that side if you feel for it. Ready? Hold on. Hold on. No, hold on. Just look at ah! I ripped the box. Come on, Dad. Like, go. Live.
Oh, that's a really nice microwave. Oh, that's a nice microwave. Let me see the microwave.
Right, I'm gonna put this down because it's heavy. Right, let's open the mat, shall we, and have a look. I haven't bought a new microwave in so long. The last time I bought one was like 2016, I think. The other ones I've been given are hand-me-downs. The time is going off.
Ready?
Scandinavian, but I thought it looked kind of like modern country.
Yeah.
It's a big kettle as well, to be fair.
Yeah, you can hold up to like 5 cups. And this goes blue. Oh, I have to hold it these.
Chuck all the way in there.
Wait, how do you turn them on? Like, do you go down?
Yeah, you put these down and then these are different settings.
Ooh.
It's really cute. I really like it, and it's different. I haven't seen like a wood effect on kitchen appliances before. Pull it off, pull it off, pull it off. Oh, it's heavy.
Can I just make mess in this box?
Do what?
Can I make mess in this box?
Mess.
Yeah.
Okay, but first I don't want to that is really
nice. I don't know which one I like more. I think probably the kettle I might like.
Yeah, I thought you'd like the kettle to be fair. But yeah, look how cute this is. It's got a little wood detailing. Ooh, you don't see that with this sort of stuff. What I will say, what confuses me is they do the microwave in a white wood, but not these two. So I went with cream. But I think that it breaks up all the brightness. So yeah. Right. The dials don't say what they're doing, so we'll have to have a look at the instructions. Make sure we know what we're doing.
that in soup sauce. How much do you put on?
Look, look! Yeah, that's much better because that was Steve's house.
What do you think? Is that good?
I like it.
Yeah, do you want milk for dinner or young cheese?
Milk, please. Oh, I could put one of the things.
What do you think of the colours, by the way?
Oh, whoa! It is got a face.
Oh no! Let's go, quick, get it. Get it, quick. What do you think of it? The bottle's up here, plastic, different cups and bowls and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we've got soft closers now, so when you do that, it should stop it from slamming. Yeah, it's gloomy, but it's fine.
It's very sad.
It's fine. Right, which croutons would you like? Give me the ones that you don't want and we'll put them back in the cupboard.
What's the difference?
Well, if you read it, you'll know.
Oh, black pepper. Mum, they're the exact same.
I think mine's different. You've got the other one.
Oh. Ooh, garlic and herb. I'm going to do garlic and herb because it's pink.
What in that?
This is grated Parmesan. No, without to eat it, which is technically fine. Oh, I keep going here to get cutlery. See, this is a problem.
It looks so empty now.
It does.
Just a small little clutter.
Right, you want these ones, yeah? Right, put the other ones in the cupboard.
You know what this one?
Yeah, story. We're having the same ones. We don't need that many croutons.
Oh. You can stay here forever.
Yeah, it's because normally I fry it, don't I?
Ah, yes, you do.
So, anything you want to tell the people?
It's weird not having because normally those side covers by the oven, they have a top on and normally hang stuff on. But I don't know if I'm remembering wrong. I like it. But I like a kettle as well.
Was it a good surprise?
Yeah.
Oh, you know about the other surprise, don't you?
What's the other surprise?
You don't? Alright, stay here and I'll go get it.
More surprises. Oh, that one.
I got a tower to go down inside the oven.
Oh, I thought it was
Do you wanna-
the bathroom.
Do you want to try and put it together whilst I finish dinner?
Apart from Lego and stuff.
Yes.
And technically I did go outside.
And if you look in here, I have to put the cooking oil in there. You see it?
Yeah.
So yeah, we can put them in here instead. And like all our little spices and stuff like that as well. Yeah, and then it sets back in. Looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. Maybe we can I think I'm going to move these down so that you can't see anything on the top. So, yeah. Do you want to help me? Actually, I'll just move the big ones. The smaller ones can stay up there. Because that one. We'll do that because my vitamins, they should serve the top really. Everything else, we'll put them on. Let's put them in here then.
They then told me all the what noises I'd hear. Then I was fine for like an hour or so.
Yeah, same.
But
I wear this weird dress.
what on earth? What?
They're motion sensors, so because it's not dark in here, they're in test mode at the moment, so they will go off. But they're lights that will come on anytime that we come in here at night, so you can get yourself some water without them turning on the big light. And also, grab one.
Oh, they're magnetic.
Yeah, so you can grab one and see in the cupboards if you need to as well.
That's actually quite cool.
Yeah.
That one did go off.
Yeah, it's gone off because it's motion sensor and it's also night censored. So because it's still quite light in here, they will go off. I've got one more that's charging, but yeah, when you walk into the kitchen at night, you won't have to worry about turning on the light.
Whoa. I think the chicken's done.
Yes, the chicken is done. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so upset that I had to swap this round because I definitely like the microwave there better. But the Ninja takes up too much room and it's killing the aesthetic with its black and silverness. So rude. Like, I've got to be honest, I do think it looked cuter when we had the kettle over here.
Yeah.
Aye.
You
didn't
can
it?
put a toaster, I guess, like near there.
Yeah, we could, to be fair. We could try that. I just worry about having the electricals near the sink
Yeah.
in case we leave the tap running or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think of the new kitchen now? We're like fully settled in. You can look in the cupboards if you want. I've been putting them all away.
Mm.
Yeah, if you want, since I can't come on camera at the moment, if you want, you can explain Mother's intrepid day. How Mummy's plans got absolutely ruined by her own body. Treacherous. But first, look in the cupboards. Also, rest in peace, gingerbread house.
It cracked. Oh, we got a new one. Chicken.
The medicine's at the top there in the basket, so you can just pull the whole basket out, okay?
Okay.
Oh, look, another one's gone off.
Huh?
Another one went off. It's like, oh, it's daytime. I'll go to sleep. Yeah, when it's properly dark in here in about half an hour, you can yeah.
That's much lighter. Got marshmallow.
Yeah. Wash your hands first.
Happy Friday! Happy Friday. It's Friday. And today I'm going to give you a little talk of what happened to the treacherous plan my mother had thought very clearly of and was wanted to be committed. But then, tragedy struck. So, on Friday, of whatever day today is,
27th.
On Friday, the 27th of February, you see, my mother woke up and she said her eyeball was hurting and was being annoying and she could not really see. Therefore, her plan of tidying the lounge, you know, getting it all nice and ready, okay, and getting it all organised, back in order, and going to the shops for little bits and bobs.
Actually, it wasn't little bits and bobs. It was very important. Dawny can't be with me shopping.
Oh, it was very important. Dawny can't be with her when she's shopping. But then that plan got well, because her eye was hurting. So then she had to take a little nap like a little baby. Little nap. And can you see now?
I can see now, but it's like a really sharp stabbing pain that's constant. Earlier, before I went to sleep, it was like a 6 out of 10 pain. Now it's just a 1 pain. It's just, I can still feel it, but it's not super uncomfortable. But my eyelids are swollen, which is why I'm not going on camera.
Her eyelids are swollen. You see? And yeah, it was a 6 out of, it was a 6 out of 10.
Are you signing? I'm not even looking at you, and I feel like you're signing.
6 out of 10.
She's signing, isn't she?
Yeah. And her eye was swollen. So
It's my turn to be the hand puppet. Hello, people! Thank you for watching this far. I'm so sorry that my Friday vlogging plan came to an abrupt and very sad stop. I was going to take you to the shops with me. We were going to decorate. We were going to clean. And instead I must be sad and sumptuous. Don't know what that last word means, but I said it, so there we go. Mwah! Like and subscribe. We like you guys. See you later. Hypnotized.
but yeah, we're having curry, which is yum and now tum tums.
Your favourite meal.
Yeah, with pilau rice and naan bread.
Oh, I can use the new microwave!
Woo woo! But yeah, so far we're gonna have dinner. Gonna chill probably.
I want to watch the new Spider-Man, but I feel like we should watch it with Daddy tomorrow.
Yeah. Roxy and Dad are coming down. It's going to be their first time seeing like the kitchen fully. Dad saw it, but like when it was still getting painted and stuff. But now we have the actual flooring, the fridge, which actually doesn't look too bad because it kind of adds pop to the colour, but not too much. But
oh my god!
what?
Look.
What?
Look.
Why just splat our new?
I didn't do it on purpose.
What the wall do?
It's everywhere.
It's on the elephant.
It's
Wait, hold on,
everywhere.
guys. It's on the elephant.
First time using a brand new microwave. So we're going to turn this and then 2 minutes should be there, I believe. This one's dials are different. How do you get it to start?
Oh, that's... So one of the things I've got to like try and, well, I'm on a trial for are these like type of high energy calorie type drinks. Because when we went to the hospital, this is what we've got. So I got quite a few different ones. I had ones that you put in milk, and then some that I didn't really like. But I'm going to try this strawberry one. But I'm hoping this one's like a little bit better. So fingers crossed. Okay, we need these cotton ones because these taste better. This one tastes so much better, like milkshake. This one's good. I will happily have this strawberry every day, please.
Okay.
So carton, not bottle.
So that's the milkshake one, isn't it? Not the juice, right? Is that milkshake one?
Yeah. This one's actually really nice. Because the other ones were like really like, they had like bubbles on it and it was like really weird texture and like blah. But these ones, this is strawberry to go. This is a good one. That's not too bad. I like that one. Yeah, because I've got to have these. Is it 1 or 2 a day?
2 a day.
Okay, so I need to try and have a flavour after this.
Well, no, you can literally just have one flavour if you only like one flavour, that's fine.
Yeah, but if there's like, if I get water strawberry, it's nice to mix it up.
It is, but if you don't like them, then there wouldn't be anything to mix it with. So if it's the only one that you like, then that's fine.
Yeah, but have a chocolate one. Yeah, because they were orange and apple. You okay?
No, I don't know.
Uh-oh. I like it though. I definitely like how the worktops like and the flooring like match.
They don't, but yeah.
Well, like, you know what I mean.
They go together.
Yeah. But yeah, we're having curry. But yeah, so Dad and Roxy are coming down. Roxy, I bet, will sniff around like, oh, there's new smells. Expect. And then Dad's probably like, ooh, aha, ooh.
Dad is king of underrated excitement. I said, oh, that's good advice. I said, Dad's the king of underrated excitement because he doesn't really show excitement like we do. Like, he won't come in here and go, oh my god. He'll just be like, oh, yeah, that's nice.
Sometimes like, oh, darling, oh. But it's like you give him like his favourite artist to see on a concert. Instead of like me screaming my head off going, ah, this is amazing, oh my god, we're gonna do this. Ah. He's just like, yeah, pretty cool. Even to the armadillos, which were not 3-banded, and I wanted to see them roll. But they were still cute. But yeah.
Did you enjoy your last birthday?
Yes. I got to feed cheetahs. I got to feed cheetahs and I'm very happy about that.
That wasn't your last birthday.
Oh, was it not?
No, that was your 14th.
Oh.
You really don't remember what you did last year?
Hold on.
You got a very special kiss.
Wolves. Wolf stunt dogs. And then one of them just went, hoink, and then started licking me. I'm like, I'm literally holding, I was like this, like, hello. I don't really know if this is allowed, but hello. Because I was just like holding it, like, okay, go hold your weight. Gosh, you're heavy. Okay, put you down. Oh. But it was so cute. And we got to take walks on it, and we got a photo. Even though it was raining, and I kind of wish it wasn't raining. But it wasn't like too bad raining. But it was really funny because like they showed one of our tricks and then they drew like this. Yeah. Oh, the naan bread.
Oh, drop the cheese.
I didn't mean to.
Why did you put the cheese in the door, first of all? Oh, we need more milk. Alexa, add milk to my shopping list.
I added milk to your shopping list.
I'll get Dad to bring some up then. You excited? Oh, you excited to watch Mamma for the first time?
Yeah.
Whilst eating curry? Curry a movie night.
The only song I know from it is Mamma Mia.
It's all the songs from ABBA, so you'll probably know more than that. Because there's it's based off the songs, I believe.
Ah.
I don't know. I've never actually seen it.
Should I turn it up?
Yeah, probably. It's so cool! Why is this one not on? Hello? Right, this one is turning back on. Oh, this one is turning on, I think. It's so cool though. Doesn't it give it right vibe? Like, imagine us dancing in here. I think it's this one. Boop. Aren't they pretty?
Yeah.
They're so cool.
That was great.
Hold on. It lights up so nice though. Think we can have a disco in here. Do, 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 do.
Yeah.
Right,
So I went to get my grapes and it just went
hold on.
bing, 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 bing.
This one's. Was that on or? Okay, I'm not actually sure if that was on or it just didn't register. There you go. It's cool though, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I went in to get my grapes and it just went bing, 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 bing,
Yeah.
bing. And I was like, whoa, what's happening here? Oh wait, I remembered now.
I want to record Daddy's reaction, but it's going to be hard to because I'd have to leave a phone in here. Maybe I can borrow your phone and like set it up in here.
What?
Yeah, because one of us are going to have to keep an eye on where he is.
That's pain.
Yeah. I do need to fix that though. I've accidentally pushed it in.
Hmm?
I've pushed the skirt in.
Oh.
The,
I thought that was screwed in, to be honest.
No, it's loose. So it needs pulling back up. Oh, I've pulled it off completely now. Whoops. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. It really does look so cool though, doesn't it? And it provides like a decent amount of light as well. So like when we're taking the dogs out early in the morning and stuff as well, it'll be perfect. I love it so much. I am so upset though that we had to move the microwave because I definitely preferred it before the Ninja was in here. It looks so much cuter the other way around. Oh well. It's been so long. I don't think we've seen her in like a month. Because obviously she's been having surgery and all sorts too, hasn't she? You're being reunited with your doggy. Dawn-Louise, don't go any further, please.
I'm not staying. Roxy looked at it like, will you hurry up, please? Roxy. Good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl. She came straight over. She's like, I don't know.
Wait, you can't go in there. Hello. Welcome home, Ruben. Welcome home. She's like, yeah, that's right, I'm gonna make myself at home. You abandoned me. Hi.
Hello.
Are you ready? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Wood.
Roxy,
Right, come on, quickly, whilst Roxy's distracted.
Roxy.
Dawn-Louise, keep Roxy busy. Go on, open the door. How cool is that?
That is cool. I thought you put in lights underneath that.
I haven't got those yet. We're getting there, okay? There's still things that need to come, okay? But look around.
New microwave. New taster. New kettle.
Press the kettle. Turn the kettle on first.
Bit anti-flare.
What's really weird is turn it off a minute, take the top off and look inside.
What about it?
There's no metal thing. You know, normally at the bottom of the kettle, you can get the metal thing and it gets covered in lime scale. This is one, it's lime scale proof. But yeah, what do you think of the design?
It's good, isn't it?
It matches my floor. But yeah, yesterday we had the microwave where the kettle and the thing is, but the ugly Ninja that doesn't fit the aesthetic and has a big butt on it won't fit anywhere else, so I had to swap them back over. It looked so much cuter the other way around. I need a Ninja in the right colour and a smaller version. The only place that the Ninja can go is that one corner. But also look, my elephant is on proud display. Have a look around.
What do you mean, have a look around? You got a little.
We've unpacked, look around.
You got a mushroom.
Oh, guess what that is? Pick it up, guess what it is?
timer.
No, not a timer. Bobbie!
It popped out at me.
It's okay, it's meant to come off.
Alright, it's a good pop.
So you put food picks in it, and then when you press the button you get one fresh pick. So when we're doing picky bits with Nanny and Grandad, everyone gets a fresh clean pick that no one's touched. And also, you know how I was worried about my red fridge? Well, it's kind of worked because I've got a little bit of red on the mushroom and a little bit of red in this as well.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, so I just put that one back up. But yeah. Have a look at the cupboards. I will say, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we can put all our condiments and oils and stuff there. But also, Bobbie, something tragic happened.
What?
I did already tell you, actually, I think.
The gingerbread.
Yes. Did I send you the photo or was that Johnny?
No, you just.
Oh, it's outside. It's been quarantined. But yeah, what I will say is I have lost so much room losing that cupboard and 6 drawers. This unit I hate. It's useless, okay? Because I can't fit even half as much stuff in there as I used to. So half of it's in here and half of it's in there. So yeah, I have lost a lot of room, unfortunately, losing all the drawers and everything. Dawdy sounds happy, bless her. Yeah, so I want to get some like clear containers so that the utensils are tidier. I had them in a basket in the lower drawers, but like I said, I had to move things around because we've lost the cupboard and the drawers. Are you all right?
Yeah, I wasn't stopping.
Oh. Also, I need your help.
Yeah.
I think I need you to build me a micro shelf because there's quite a big gap in the left-hand cupboard and I nearly smashed a glass pushing it too far over.
What, in here?
Yeah, if you put your hand through, you won't be able to see it. If you put your hand through to the right, there's quite a large gap. So if I put anything glass or fragile there, it's going to fall down and smash. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a large one. So I think I need to get that covered because otherwise something is going to end up broken. But yeah. Also, did you notice the lights went off when I put the big light on? They're motion and light sensitive.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's safe to say I can't have a lot of cupboard food anymore. Somehow having the extra shelf actually made it harder, not easier. I swear they're not as deep as they were. I don't know if I'm right in that, but I feel like that they're just not holding the same capacity. But what do you think of the paint now it's gloss? Because I don't think you've seen it since it became gloss. I think it doesn't look too bad in the day. I think it's only nighttime that you can really notice it, to be honest.
No, I did.
Also, you may be happy to know that I now have a functioning eye. It still stings a bit and it's still puffy, but it's working. Hurrah. Go me. I'm a little bit upset because I did have all my cups perfectly laid out like this, upside down, but then I had to go back to this method because I did have too many. But my little fancy set's now in here, so at least we don't forget about it like I kept doing. I also want to buy some actual proper bottle holders so that they don't just lay on top of each other. You can like pull them out without them knocking each other down. And the Alexa's on top of there because it's black and doesn't fit the aesthetic. So it's been quarantined. But also, I've sort of envisioned my future microwave because look, it completely matches. Yeah. Isn't that cool? I tried to fit the Ninja in there. That's why there's now a giant gap. So there is a little bit more room in that one, but yeah. Also, I put the Pontypridd thing over there, but I need you to hang out for me because otherwise I'll be sad. I'm thinking we put it up there above the window. It's just there covering some plumbing. But yeah, what do you think if we put it up there in that like little space at the top of the window?
Yeah.
Or would that look silly?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Duck.
Yes. Slightly tidier dog thing. Yeah, I can't get it off. I don't have any nails. If you get this off, I'm going to feel very unfeminine. Sis! No, that's the wrong way.
Rox.
Roxy!
Oh, she did
Oh, it's so new! Also, they scratched my floor putting the fridge back in. They wiped it down, so it looked like it was wrong, but it's definitely a scratch. I've wiped it a few times now.
Yeah.
Hi, Ruben! Hi, my love! I miss you, girlie. How you feeling?
Is it on me? Is it on me? Oh, she's like, must inspect. So I like doing toast slices.
What do you think of the new kitchen? What do you think, Big Bug? Do you want to go outside? Go on then. She's like, yeah, it still needs outside, that's all I need. And look, Bob, my daffodilians. They are all thing. Wee. Spin. Wee. Spin. Wee. How cool is that? Watch. I don't know how long it takes them to come back off, to be honest. But they definitely went off when they realised that it was light. But they're cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
So now, when you are taking the dogs out middle of the night or early in the morning, or you just want to drink in the middle of the night, don't even have to have a big light on, so your eyes don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Very nice at 5 a.m. I might
And
add.
also,
Oh, is she trying to chicken leg you then?
yeah. Also, leave in the morning, if you want a hot water bottle, I don't have to turn the light.
Yeah. And you get to use the new funky kettle.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about the flapping around, because you can just take it off. We haven't used the toaster yet though. We're gonna have to press in the toaster at some point. I don't have any bread, so. We do, however, have some marshmallows.
Donnie, you're tricking me.
I think Roxy's done.
Good girl. Right, back to my inspecting business.
Bob, look in the fridge.
You've got the tray thing.
Yeah, guess what it is? You put eggs in it, and then they roll to the front for you. I know. Dawnnie thought it was part of the mushroom thing, and she spent like 5 minutes trying to fit the two together.
It goes that way.
Oh, to be fair, I didn't put it in there. I don't have any eggs yet, so. But I normally buy the big cartons of eggs, so I should be helpful.
Are you a good girl, Brie?
Do you want dinner?
Oh, you did. You did.
Do you want your medicine? Do you want medicine? Is it medicine time?
Is it medicine?
Is it time for medicine? Is it medicine time, Roxanne? Are you and Dawnnie Polly Beans? Do you both need medicines?
Oh, can you sit? Can you sit? Sit.
Oh.
Sit. Right, sit.
She's like, no, the floor is cold on my butt. I will not sit on the cold floor.
Princess. Hey, spin. Spin.
She's like, no, I want my medicine. It's bedtime.
No. Who's a good girl? If you're a good girl, wag your tail.
She's like, only
She's
in
like
the
hover
car.
over it.
Yeah. Look at her little head wrinkles. I missed her. She's a good girl. Oh, look at her. She's like hovering her butt. She's like, I'm trying to sit down, but it's really cold.
Mostly. Good.
All done. All done, Roxy. Meds are all done.
Why are you going to shower David?
Half an hour.
She's like, but I like that, Dad. I would like more of that, please.
Is it all done? What?
That foot's healing quite nicely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different.
No.
So I think it's just a lump.
You keep limping.
Irritating.
Do you keep limping?
Darling, he didn't say limping, he said licking.
Oh.
You were doing your laundry, I believe, Dawnnie?
Yeah, I did.
Wait, you didn't. Right, did you put both cups in?
Yeah.
And where did you put the blue stuff?
In the white one.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay, what should you do next?
Then we pick cotton. No, mixed fabric. This.
Roxanne, are you really going to do this for 30 minutes? Because you can't have your food for another 30 minutes. Don't look at me like that. She's like, Mother, I'm not asking you, I'm asking Father. And Father will
Do you
definitely
want-
say
you
yes if
can't
I
have
stand
that
here long enough.
Ready?
Johnny, please walk in front of the lights.
Okay.
Thank you.
No.
Oh. Dawn-Louise, you still did not put your clothes on. You're not even.
Which
Got it,
setting
it's not
is
even. It's not even on the right setting. Mixed fabrics.
Oh,
There we go. Do you want to hear Alex Warren's new song whilst we wait for Roxy's timer?
Yeah.
What do you think?
good.
Do you still like Alex Warren? You okay? Alright, sit down for a minute. Deep breath down. You're right, darling. Your shrug turned on the lights. Roxy thinks everyone's just sitting down on the floor now, I think. She's just like, yeah, I can do that too, but not on the cold floor. My belly's exposed. Do you want some water? Do you want some lights? Do you want some Roxy? Do you want some love? I still don't get why they're not concerned about this cough. She's had it for like 3 months. It really does come and go as well.
Yeah, 'cause she didn't cough when she saw the cardiologist, did she?
No.
You want the water?
How much longer? Because Roxy says now.
I was going to give it a 20 past because I think she had it at 10
Okay, I don't know what the time is, so how long left?
to 12 minutes.
Oh,
Taylor Swift.
go on then, dance party.
Oh, someone's excited. Come here. Sit. Wait. 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 Get.
She's like, I've waited 13 minutes, I'm not waiting any longer, thanks. Good girl, clean up, boss. She's like, don't worry, Mum, I won't ruin your new floor.
Oh, the other day she was quite funny.
I think she is most days, to be fair.
She knocked it off the stool so she can eat around
Oh,
it.
does she need it on an elevated surface?
Today.
Johnny, go get the little brown stool.
Okay.
Wait. Good girl, wait.
She knocked off her stool.
Sit. Sit. Wait. I think it's in your room because you've got the lava lamp on it.
She knocks it off.
Hold on, Roxy, because we've got to make sure that you don't get pneumonia again. You don't understand that.
Yeah,
So my phone froze, which means that you miss how this happened. But yeah, we need to get Roxy some elevated bowls. So, Bob, do you want to explain why she's meant to eat it on an elevated surface?
Too many on elevated service because
Sorry, you can pick the bowl up so she doesn't scratch the floor, please.
because when they done tests to see what she's coughing and stuff, I think it picked up that her how she's eating something's sliding like a hernia, and so they reckon stuff's going the wrong way basically. So if you have it elevated, it doesn't do it as much or at all. I can't really remember. John, if you get the stool on the food bottom, put it in the corner where you were stood.
Find out right.
Oh, the other day she's really funny. She knocked it off the stool at home. When I turned around, she had a bowl in her mouth and put it into her bed. So then she went way round. Then ran away from it.
Do you want to get away? She doesn't know where it is.
Look! Food!
Bless her, she's cute, but she's not smart.
We couldn't figure out how her bowl
That's quite a good height for her, isn't it?
we couldn't figure out how her bowl was getting into her bed. Until we saw it, she gently picked it up in her teeth plate. Playing with it.
What, so that she can eat it higher?
No, she knocked it off, so she picked it up to make sure nothing underneath it and put it in her bed, and we couldn't figure out how it kept on getting into her bed. When yeah, she did it in front of her, she just picked it up at the bottom and just placed it in the bed.
She does eat like a bloody train, doesn't she? I'm a little worried she's going to lose her appetite. Our two little medical girlies keeping us busy as always.
Yeah.
It is hilarious that we both have a sick daughter though. One is furry, but in a very different way.
One's got
Head hair.
no. One's the whining one. One's
I think
got-
both are a whining one, to be honest.
No.
But you love us good, Squiddy.
No.
You do. Yes, Squiddy baby.
Yeah.
No.
Squiddy's on the daily. Oh, for the love of God, woman.
Rats.
There's not even anything left in there. She's just making a mess now. Right, off to bed, you pumpkin.
After Roxy.
Go wash your feet first then.
She lays on do that. Annoyingly.
God, that's literally my leg you're attacking. Rox.
Do you want a blanket, Roo? Do you want a blanket?
That's my leg! You're now laying.
Dawn has a blanket though.
Thank you. I get the very small blanket, Rudo, do I?
Voodoo darling. What? You voodoo dog. You voodoo.
I think we should get Dawn a double blanket so Roxy can have half of it.
Or two singles so that she doesn't have to fight Roxy on it.
Can I not move my leg?
I feel like Roxy gets the same sleep experience that we do. Fighting over duvets. We're just prepping her. Love you, Rugler. Night night, sweet girl. You get some sleep now.
More blankets.
And Riri, you're going to stay at Mummy's house all week.
Just stop my duvet.
We can have,
It's not even.
we can have Riri and Mummy hugs later.
What you doing?
Just saying if you got your breakfast brought in here.
And why are you hiding like that?
Do you moan if you touch the door?
Because my mirror's here and I'm trying to get ready. It's very cute. Yes, I would like my breakfast brought in.
Okay, I'll bring it in.
Thank you for making my
I'll be back
breakfast.
shortly.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Tom. Happy Saturday, everybody. So I have popped out on my own this morning and left Dawn and Bobbie together for a while because I've been out to get some birthday bits, because where Dawn-Louise has been for me for the past 3 weeks, I haven't been able to do any secret shopping. So this is my last day to do it, because tomorrow there's going to be a big surprise. So subscribe and stay tuned for next week.
You sitting on Daddy? You sitting on Daddy? You good girl. She's like, I must be as close to Daddy as you.
No, that's not true.
Especially
Nothing you do could ever let her down, trust me. I know.
how do you?
Did you just wrap me with the other? No, that's cheating. Yeah. Oh.
Alexa, set the time.
Do you want your medicine?
Thank you for watching. Do like, comment and subscribe. Make sure you do, because tomorrow we have a surprise from the mother. But I don't know what it is, and neither do you. So you have to subscribe, hit that like, comment and stuff to see what we make. Let's go.